Hello and welcome, my friends. I'm your host, Wim Lou. You're listening to the Hello and Welcome podcast, which is a presentation of ToonieBet online sportsbook and casino. Thanks for joining us on a rainy Thursday afternoon. I've just popped back from practice for the second straight day. I'll be going to practice again on Friday, and then we'll be headed on the road. Alex, we're going to have to leave you behind. Just me and Jerome driving around Lake Erie to get to Cleveland. What's going on, bro? You're gonna have separation anxiety?
Hey, I actually found a hip hop song last night called "Separation Anxiety," so
Yo!
I'm gonna send that to you after.
Oh yeah. Make a playlist for us, man.
No,
Your presence has to be there.
yeah, I made a lot of bad comments about Cleveland early in the week, so I have been banned from traveling to Cleveland. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stay behind here. Be on the ground here in Toronto in case anything happens.
What's gonna happen, man?
If a fight breaks out at Jurassic Park, like I'll be there. If
Really,
Danny
eh?
Green decides to fly in early for an event, like I'm happy to go pick him up at Pearson Airport. So
By the way, TBD on details of the event, so we'll stay tuned. We hit some snags.
Stay tuned. The event is
some
still,
minor snags. Some minor snags.
The event is still happening, but we'll have an update for you by the weekend.
I might have to walk back calling you guys broke boys.
Yeah,
know.
but we'll figure it out,
Yeah.
guys. But yeah, no, a couple days away, days away from game one, and I know the Raptors have been talking at practice. Did I catch a whiff of a little "Nobody Believes in Us" today from Brandon Ingram and from Mamu as well? Brandon was talking about how nobody even picked us to win 40 games, so they should just enjoy the ride. What ride, man? The 4-hour ride to Cleveland.
I'm gonna enjoy that ride for sure, man.
And I believe you were asking Mamu because Mamu was tweeting about Twitter GMs.
Oh
and
yeah.
all that stuff, and Mamu was just like, yeah, social media is just full of idiots. I think that's what Brandon and Mamu basically said.
Hey, do you want to hear that clip? I actually have that clip loaded.
Hey, man, let's load up a clip, man. I want to hear
Okay.
these boys. Yeah.
Okay, so Sandro tweeted out a couple days ago after the Raps won Game 82 and clinched the playoffs. He tweeted, "Twitter GMs, get ready for playoffs, baby. Go Raps." So Sandro's at the podium today, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna read this tweet to him and ask for his thoughts. And this is his response.
And like anybody who tweets that can come and play me one-on-one, and I'll be there. See,
Aura. You tweeted the other day, Twitter GMs, get ready for the playoffs.
yeah, hell yeah.
Just what made you want to tweet that, and also how proud are you of the team for making the playoffs?
What made me want to tweet that is that we have a whole bunch of GMs on Twitter, and it's fun seeing their opinions. One day they ready to cut you, next day they're ready to love you, and it's just so
who was
fun.
cutting Sandro, man? Come on, dog.
Sometimes you even go on their page and you're like, yo, bro, what? Like, you never played basketball in your life? Like, so it's just funny because, like, there were times when, like, somebody had a bad game and they come out and they're like, oh, ship him to this, ship him to that, and then they come out and play good. So I think even now, more GM's going to add to that list, and there will be even more of the, oh, what is he doing? Like, so I feel like, to me, it's cool. Like, just seeing those, like, it doesn't really bother me at all. To me, it's more like, damn, like, people really think, like, they can put themselves in our shoes without being in our shoes, and kind of, like, you got to understand at the end of the day, like, everybody goes home, everybody deals with missed shots, everybody deals with missed assignments. Like, we just don't go home and we don't say, oh, we make a lot of money, yeah, like, life is good. Nah, man, like, it's the same amount. Like, we want to win. The only reason you are in this 0.1% is because you are such a big competitor and hard worker, right? So, like, you can't take that for granted. So you go home and, you go and you sit on your couch if you had a bad game and you try to, like, find the ways to bounce back. So to me, sometimes I even go and read that stuff so I can be like, okay, like, next game I'll show y'all who you're going to ship away, So it just kind of like, it's fun reading it, but at the same time, I think people got to understand, like, we're in 0.1%. Like, anybody who tweets that can come and play me one-on-one, and I'll be there. See?
I thought he was almost gonna launch into a Coors Light ad there when he was talking about going home,
Come on,
chilling
man.
on the couch, maybe popping a cold one, popping
Making
a
that chill
cold one
choice?
out the fridge, getting that Rocky Mountain Blue. I think it's good. I like the idea of asking athletes about their tweets. I think athletes should get to
Yeah.
ask us about our tweets.
That's
I
great. Let's go back and forth.
No, I think we should flip it. It's like, hey, Will, what do you mean when you said JV was a bitch? Hashtag AC fan flight there.
Yo, I didn't say that about JV. I did say that about Brooke Lopez though.
Yeah.
I did say that about Brooke Lopez, and I was reminded that is aggressive language, not by Brooke Lopez, but by people who listen to the show. And I was like, you know what, you're right, actually.
So no, I feel like the Raptors are going into this series. You know, they feel loose.
Confident,
they feel
man.
confident. You know, we'll see. We'll see after Saturday. You know, it's good. It's good to talk the talk, but we'll see kind of what they bring to the table on Saturday. I know reporters have been asking about IQ too. There was no update today. He's just been going through like individual workouts. Hasn't participated in the actual practice. So
they said it was hold on. They said it was kind of a light practice today. So like they were mostly looking at film and stuff. So and it was much quicker than it was the practice on Tuesday? Yeah. We talking about practice. Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday.
I would even if IQ is available, I'm guessing he'll be pretty limited to start the series. For sure. But hey, you listen, man. We get one in Cleveland. Let IQ take it easy. Sunday.
Don't let us get one in Cleveland.
Yeah, come back here, get a couple off days, get back at it on Thursday. So, no, I think the mission is just to go to Cleveland and get one. Get one, come home with a split. And the other thing that stood out too is yesterday, I think both Darko and Scotty were really emphasizing talking about just the physicality of the series. Darko was talking about how this is a man's game now. It's the playoffs. Going to have to be physical on both ends of the floor. Scotty talked a lot about obviously his personal growth on defense and talked about liking his chances and that they're going to use their physicality in this series. So I think I'd be curious too going into game one, looking at how this series is going to be officiated too. Because if they're going to be physical on Harden, on Mitchell, like how much of that physicality are the refs going to allow? Is it going to get the Raptors into foul trouble? I think that's going to dictate a lot of, how game one and the rest of the series is going to go.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is I tried asking Darko the question, and he was like, it can kind of go both ways. It's hard to tell, like, with my team. You never know what you're going to get with these guys kind of thing. But I do think that, like, look, on one hand, I think a looser whistle, meaning allowing more contact, favors the Raptors. The one way I think the Raptors can really get at Cleveland is with their physicality and to push them around. That's how teams in the past have really gone at them. I'm thinking about the Knicks in particular. We've seen, even with the Pacers, like the Pacers aren't like that physical of a team, but they were able to like run them off the court, playing super fast. Obviously, we saw the style that the Pacers played with last year. Raptors don't have like the offense that the Pacers have in terms of Halliburton and his devil magic to like hit every game winner possible. But at the same time, the Raptors do have a really relentless transition game. And so hard thing will be just like staying out of foul trouble. That's something CMB talked about as well in terms of like, look, he likes matching up against these tough guys, but whether it's Jacoby Walter or CMB, these are young guys, literally a sophomore and a rookie going up against James Harden, who, is the king of drawing fouls, right? So, but I do sense there's like a quiet confidence about them. Darko says, like I think I like our chances. Scotty the same way. Brandon wasn't as forthcoming. Actually, Brandon shut up at the podium and he just did like the Yin Yang Twins "Wait the Whisper" song. Okay. He like sat down at the no, because like Mamu was just like full of energy. He's like talking about Twitter people and stuff, and Colin was like really happy, and Darko was just Darko. And then the last guy to come out was Bi, and Bi had like slippers on. And his iPad. And he sat down, and Grange was like, BI, blah, blah. And BI was like, just got to focus on the playoffs, like, I think for all of us.
BI's a high-volume shooter, but the lowest volume speaker in the league.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah. For people sitting in the second row, they genuinely couldn't hear him. Mm-hmm. So there were, like, less questions. I actually think this would be a great bit, actually. If for BI, how, like, OG had that bit, which you did not find funny, with sort of how he approached media. I would love if BI's. Well, Chibo probably was funnier off that off that Canna Cabana pack, but
off that West Coast Kush, 10 grams.
Okay, all right, bro.
Brandon 10 gram.
That's insane. But
I'm just kidding. I'm just making up numbers.
Yeah. I think with BI, like it's it's genuinely funny. Like I actually had to because I was uploading the scrums. Like I tripled the volume just to make sure everyone could hear what was being said. But no, Bi is quietly confident though. I don't know. This whole group, like we'll see, right? Like I think the annoying thing about having 3 days of practice is just like hearing from everybody, and there's nothing really to talk about yet because there's been no games yet. So, they're preparing. On the other end, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this video, but Jalen Tyson, who is the sophomore for Cleveland, he also posted this video, which was in the wake of Cleveland's first practice of the playoffs.
That nigga dead.
Oh, okay.
Look at him. Cooked. Another one. Cooked. Cooked. Where's Larry at? Look at Keon. Look at Keon. Cooked.
Oh, this is Mitchell. Mitchell posted this. My bad.
Cooked. Quan dead. Look at Uno. Cooked.
Yeah.
So for people who are listening to this, it's just like Donovan Mitchell is in the locker room and he's just filming everybody looking exhausted after the first practice.
Yeah, I have been, reading Chris Fedor of Cleveland.com.
Oh,
apparently,
okay.
apparently
You a
the
feed
Cavs. apparently, the Cavs had their first real practice in months. Like Kenny Atkinson actually put them through it.
What?
Earlier
Okay,
this week.
I guess they're a veteran team. This is like how Doc Rivers used to not practice with
Yeah.
the Celtics or whatever.
Yeah, they haven't really been practicing. And on the Cavs side too, the only question about their lineup, so we know Harden and Mitchell are gonna start. We know Allen and Mobley are gonna be in the front court. Kenny Atkinson has been a little coy fish, a little coy about who's gonna start at the 3. So it's going to come down to the quartet of Dean Wade, Max Strus, Sam Merrill, and Jalen Tyson. And he also said they're going to be flexible game to game about who starts and who finishes at that spot. So I don't know if you care at all about who starts at the 3.
I mean, I do care, obviously, what their starting lineup's going to be, because I think everyone knows what the Raptors starting lineup's going to be, barring a last second IQ's not available, and therefore we have to start someone in his place. But that's a strict downgrade. I think the issue with Cleveland is they do have a rotating spot at that 3, right? They tried filling it last year with DeAndre Hunter, that didn't work out. They flipped him, but that's that one position that's always been a little tricky for them. Whether it was Isaac Okoro in the past, or I guess Dean Wade's been there this whole time. If I had to guess, I think they probably go with Tyson.
Okay.
Even though he's a sophomore and he doesn't have as much experience, but he's the most physical out of all those guys. He's kind of he's a little bit like Josh Hart, So for people who haven't seen Jalen Tyson, his game, but he actually can hit a 3. It's more of a set shot, but and he's not a jump shooter. But if you leave him open, he actually has been a pretty prolific 3-point shooter. He cooled off towards the end of the year, but he was north of 40 for the entire season. And I'd probably go with him. But again, they're gonna have to try different people in that Brandon Ingram assignment, because unless they want to put Evan Mobley on him and therefore create another issue with who's guarding Scotty, the Cavs are gonna have to go through multiple 3s. But it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna have these 4. They're gonna have 24 fouls on Brandon Ingram.
Hey, I mean, that's fine, man. I mean,
This is
BI,
back in the day when teams used to load up on centers just to have 24 fouls
for
on
Shaq?
Shaq.
Shaq was holding up the entire center economy, man.
No, honestly. No, but yeah, that's it, man. Raptors, Cavs, I don't know, man. Let's just get started, man.
Okay.
So heading in to this series, wanted to do a quick draft. Again, this was your idea. Great idea again. Of who has the most to lose in this series. So basically a legacy draft.
Yes.
Per se. So why don't you have the first pick, sir?
All right. With the first pick of who has the most to lose in Raptors-Cavaliers, I'm taking James Harden. Every playoff series, James Harden has the most to lose. Are you kidding me? Look, the difficult part with James Harden is if he wins the series, no one's going to give him credit. No one's going to sing his praises. No one's going to change their tune at James Harden. Oh, but if James Harden loses in the first round, start the slander pod already, okay?
Man.
And I know you're a big James Harden guy. I know you probably would have left him there for me to take, but I need to have James Harden number 1 overall. A lot of the game will come down to him, and I think most likely James Harden will pick us apart. But if he doesn't pick us apart, it's kind of a no-win scenario. So, yeah, James Harden, man, your playoff reputation is once again on the line, my friend.
No, Harden is undoubtedly number one in this draft. This is year 17. This man has been put through the ringer of playoff failures for a decade and a half. So the minimum he can do in this playoffs is just get through the Raptors.
Dude,
We'll
he's
worry
going to be
about the
guard.
wins.
He's going to be guard Karl Malone
Yeah.
if he doesn't come with a ring.
Hopefully just on court.
Hopefully just on court, you know.
Honestly, if it's just on court, Harden's had a pretty good life. Number 2, you know what? I'm gonna take Brandon Ingram. You know, I think there's been,
give me the case.
You know, I think he was recently. Who was it? Was it Bleacher Report or Athletic? They did like a thing where they put him as the most overrated player.
Yeah.
And I think they.
A little
did they
surprised.
pull? I think they pulled some players on that.
Did they?
And yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because I think I saw.
Okay.
I saw Chandler Parsons or someone interview Bobby Portis. Anyways, I'm consuming too much content this week.
You might be, man. Oh yeah, it's the Athletic annual player
It was right. Yeah.
survey. Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. Let me just check. Anyway, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Bro.
but I think Brandon's 28. Had a comeback season this year, made the All-Star team, but people still don't really know where to put Brandon Ingram. In terms of ranking him amongst best scorers in the league, number one options in the league. I think he can go a long way in establishing himself and really raising himself to another level with a big series here against the Cavs.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's actually Bleacher Report. So Bleacher Report had the list, and Brandon Ingram was number 1. Another beloved Raptor, Norm Powell, number 2. Ooh. Okay, Norm Powell, number 2. Number 3, Paolo Banchero. I can't believe he's not number 1. Dylan Brooks, number 4. Okay, I'm sensing a real anti-Canada trend here. Number 5, Domantas Sabonis. Raptors almost got him. Just kidding. They didn't really want him. And then 6, Draymond Green. 7, Jonathan Kuminga. 8, John Morant. 9, Kyle Kuzma. 10, Jaylen Brown. I'm sorry, dog. This is such a weird list. I
feel like this is
I can't take it
personal.
seriously, man.
It's just personal agendas. Also, who in the world has Kyle Kuzma overrated, man? I think Kuzma's pretty properly rated. Who has ever gone to bat for Kyle Kuzma in the last 5 years, man?
Listen, can you be underrated if your nickname is literally Puzma? Like, it just
No, that's
it
insane,
can't.
man. But
You're not overrated.
Give me Ingram. I'm gonna take Ingram.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think for Ingram, like, part of the thing with this series is, like, when we look back on it, like, 2 days ago, number one thing I had for how to beat the Cavs was, like, Brandon has to cook, And what were the 4 options that Chris Fedor was throwing out there again at the 3?
Yeah, D Wade, M Strus, S Merrill, and Jay Tyson.
Yeah. So, like, all due respect to all 4 of those players, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it has to be.
No, he got to
Brandon
treat
Ingram
them like
coming
a
up on
dim sum
top.
platter. He got to treat them like a dim sum platter at UC food, man.
Yo, you better be spitting the bones out like you just had chicken feet, man. At
Looking
the end of this
Sam Merrill
series,
like he's hard gal, bro.
yeah, at the end of this series, bro, I better just see Sam Merrill's bones on the court, bro, because he ate up all the rest. But no, I think. Yeah. By the way, streets are saying I'm noticeably louder than you, Alex. So can you bring your mic a little closer to your mouth, or turn the volume up?
Sure. I got you.
Streets are saying you're Brandon Ingram. But I think thank you, Jerome, by the way, who's producing from home. Thank you for noticing. No, but I think for, like, Brandon, like, there's nobody that should really stop him. And I actually talked to him. A weird question, because I don't typically ask just, like, such a flat question, but I'm like, yo, Brandon, you like playing single coverage or getting double teamed? And he thought about it, because it's a bit of an odd question. He's like, you know what? I've seen a lot of both in my career. If I get double team in the mid range, it won't matter. I was like, oh, aura. And then he's like, if I get double team in the 3-point line, I'm just gonna find the shooters because I can see over the top. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see, man. If he talking like he's gonna drop 30 points in game 1, that's what I'm looking for, man. I want him and Scotty to set the tone.
50 points in game 1 between the two.
So
let's
legacy draft. We got Harden. We got Bi. Who else's legacies on the line?
Oh, 3rd overall pick. I'm happy he fell to me, but I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell, man.
Oh, okay. Nope.
Give me D. Mitch. Listen, I know Donovan Mitchell has elevated his performance in the playoffs, right? Like, this is not a 1 or 2 year kind of thing. He's done it on multiple franchises, but, it's really hard to win at the highest level in the playoffs when your best player is 6'2". Basically, it's been Isaiah Thomas and Steph Curry that have done it. It's not to say guards can't contribute in the playoffs. The GOAT, Kyle Lowry, very big contributor, right? But as a supporting player.
Unfortunate nickname, but yeah.
Yo, the Grow is a supporter. You know,
It never sounds right. Yeah.
Wow, what the Milwaukee Brewers just go for back-to-back bunts? This is such a weird team. Anyway,
Great
no,
podcasting. Jays Brewers live in the afternoon.
yo, come on, man. Yo, MLB don't ban me, bro. But no, I'm just looking at like Donovan Mitchell's career, and look, he's in the playoffs every year. He's played with good like teams. It's not like he's not been on bad teams. And like you know, for as good as he is, it's kind of like there's no noise around him. No, there's never like a Donovan Mitchell agenda. You know, I think like when James Harden was through 8 years of his career and he couldn't make the conference finals, like people talked about it. Joel Embiid through 8 playoff runs, people talk about the fact he's not in the conference finals. So I think for Mitchell, either he's not relevant enough to people to debate in these cynical ways, or they just genuinely don't expect him to be that sort of like ultimate top tier 1A difference maker. And he is a fantastic player. And I'm not trying to disrespect him ahead of the playoffs because he is such a good player. But I'm going to have to see it is all I'm trying to say. You know, he's reached that point where it's like, dude, you're 29. You have a really good team around you. You have everything you really need to thrive. And the conference is pretty weak relative to like, we don't have MVP candidates in the East versus in the West. You know, there's no Shea, no Wemby, no Jokic. I guess if you want to put Brown in there, no Luka. Just get it done. You know, I think if you were on the Cavs side, you'd be very disappointed if Donovan Mitchell didn't average like 30 against the Raptors as they took us down in 5.
Yeah, well,
but I guess no one cares.
Mitchell has historically, I mean, he's been put, when people do these rankings, he's like a top 10, top 15 player. So,
okay.
if
top
that's
10
where,
player?
But if that's where he's ranked, then like you said, like he should be the clear-cut best player in this series. So I do think there is. I mean, this is the perfect backcourt, man. Mitchell and Harden. Like these two both have a lot to prove, and they both have a lot to lose here. If they do flame out against the Raptors, like I do think the conversation is going to zoom in on Mitchell a little bit. Because you're right, he's been in the league for a bit now. Yeah, and he's on the hardened track of postseason, resume.
And no one even talks about it. That's the thing.
Yeah, and no one will this year too because he gets to hide behind Harden, man. He's actually in a great spot.
Honestly, Donovan Mitchell might have the best job in the league, but let's just keep going.
I'm gonna take Evan Mobley, man. I just want to see it, man. I just want to see it. All this talk. I've never been impressed with Evan Mobley.
Really?
Since he's come into the NBA, like just because of the hype, Like I gotta see it. Is all I'm saying, man. So let's see this Tim Duncan-esque career trajectory here over the next 2 weeks.
Well, don't forget he was also compared to Kevin Garnett as well.
Yeah, man. He has no dog. Like he doesn't have the dog in him like KG. And he doesn't have the skill of Tim Duncan. So I want to see it, man. Like. I put him in one of my in my NBA bad contracts draft, man. I don't think he should be a supermax player in this league.
You can't be a supermax role player. Like supermax,
insane.
You can't be a supermax role player. Putting the jokes aside, what do you actually expect from Evan Mobley in this series?
I honestly don't know. Like I just like he's a guy that could disappear a lot. Is the thing. Okay. Like he's a guy that can disappear a lot. So I want to see. And I think the Raptors have always been comfortable against him. I think Scottie really gets up against him. So we'll see if he wilts against that physicality. Like I haven't seen him like overwhelm opponents in the playoffs. The only time I saw him go off was when his whole team was injured and they were already eliminated by the Celtics. And I think he had a great game in like a game 5 that didn't really matter. Yeah. But outside of that, I don't remember much about Mobley in the playoffs.
By the way, Streets have a very reasonable nickname for him. His nickname's 18 and 8.
Yeah, if you need 30, he'll give you 18, man.
Yeah, if you need 12, he got you 18.
Yeah.
No, because back in the day, I used to have this for Patrick Patterson.
Yeah.
I used to call him 8 and 5, no matter what. It's 8 and 5. If whether you play him 30 minutes, it's 8 points, 5 minutes, or 5 rebounds. If you play him 10 minutes off the bench, it's 8 points, 5 rebounds.
No, I want to see it from Mobley.
Yeah. All right,
who you got?
That kind of hurt me because low-key I kind of needed that one too. You know what? I'm going to go with... Well, to be honest, there's not a lot of other players that have something to lose. All right, I'll put Scottie on this list. Yeah, why not? I'll put Scottie on the list. Yeah. I think for Scottie, like, the big potential is here to take over and dominate. Darko just got back from practice, and Darko was talking about how, look, I think Scotty's game is perfectly built for the playoffs. I think the physicality of the game, I think the ability to defend. The playoffs aren't really the regular season where it's like, you're not necessarily watching, but then you'll see some box score and it's like, wow, Keontae George has been averaging 30 points per game over the last 6 games. And no one's seen it because no one wants to watch Utah Jazz basketball. And like Scotty will never win these popularity contests about stats because he's going to give you 18 points and 8 rebounds, actually similar-esque to Evan Mobley. But I think in the playoffs, people are going to really appreciate the details more, right? You're seeing, when you watch the game versus you watch the box score, like Scotty jumps out at you way, way more. But at the same time, if the team doesn't go anywhere, I think it's like if the Raptors lose in like 4 or 5, which I don't expect, but it's possible. If the Raptors lose in 4 or 5, I think it's more than fair for everyone to question, like, what are we building around?
Yeah, no,
Right?
I think that's fair. And that's his first run. This is his first run too, as the guy on this team, and it's like, so yeah, no, I think Scotty really has a chance to just carve out an actual legacy and like let people know kind of where he belongs on this stage. Man, I guess I'll take RJ here too, like
Rowan.
his contract coming up soon. People call him, a distressed toxic asset coming here to Toronto. Like even as he's contributed to winning here, on this team, like I feel like, he's been, underrated at times, and like people have really scrutinized what he can do. So yeah, I think RJ has a chance to really go into the summer on a positive here if he does have a huge series.
I mean, I actually love this pick because I think this series will determine whether RJ is a Raptor long term or if he's flipped for the piece that takes Raptors over the top, or the piece that tries to take the Raptors over the top. And it sucks because like I don't really want to put like these like weird life and death stakes on a player as popular as RJ and as someone I like. But I think at the same time, like it's realistic, right? When we're talking about like what the Raptors need to do next, it's like take the next step as a group. And this playoff series, RJ is going to be challenged a lot on the defensive end, but they're also going to need his scoring. If he can do that at a playoff level, I don't see why you wouldn't keep him around. But if he can't, I think that like a lot of times we will be losing essentially on RJ's merit, right? So big series, man. I maybe I'll put Rowan Barrett Sr. on this as well.
Oh, okay.
Little
Surprise.
Action, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Surprise.
Like, you get both. You get RJB,
Yeah.
and you get RB. So
Okay. Yeah.
No, 'cause
I
I know
didn't know
Rowan-
he was Rowan B. Barrett. Best
No,
picture.
you just-
Best actor goes to Rowan B. Barrett.
Honestly, it's kind of sick if his name was B. No, but no, I just think that like he's such a likable guy. He is like he's such a proud representative of the Raptors, but also on the court. And it's weird because the Raptors expect so much out of him that I don't really feel like people talk about the stakes for a third option as much. But it is that, and I think for RJ, like he has a chance to really cement not just like his status with the Raptors, but his future with the Raptors based on how the series would go. If I had to take a fourth one, I'd honestly go with Jared Allen. I feel like he's also a piece that could be moved for Cleveland. Because Cleveland, again, like, if they don't go anywhere, and maybe they beat us in the first round, but if they don't make the finals with this group, what's the incentive to keep this group around? You know what I mean? Like, this team is not a championship contender. No one looks at them like that. They're like a slightly upgraded version of the Magic to me. They're very expensive. They're going to be the most expensive team in the NBA, next season, next to OKC. And OKC, I totally understand. Like, that's the reigning champions. Like, keep that team around. They're young, whatever, right? Cleveland, they haven't even done anything. And why are they the second most expensive team in the league? So, yeah, honestly, for them, like, Jared Allen's also getting older. He's got knee tendonitis. We'll see if that holds up in the postseason. But, like, I could see him being flipped on the other end because, they're not going to have a big market for Mobley on that big contract. So, I could see him having a bad series if he gets pushed around and gives some quote that's a little too honest, like lights are, we're brighter than expected. It's hard to hate on Jared Allen because I genuinely like him, but I'm just saying it could it could go against them in this series.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one more. I'm gonna take Jakob Poeltl. I'm
Ooh.
putting Jakob Poeltl's legacy on the line in this
He has
series.
a legacy?
It's like baseball players. If they sign big contracts, they struggle in the regular season, but if they have one big postseason home run, one big postseason moment, it kind of erases all of that. I think Jakob's had a terrible year dealing with injuries, being put on every single bad contracts list. His extension with the Raptors has been questioned. But if he comes out in this series, let's say he has like a 20-20 game and is the dominant player in
want
a win.
20-20 game? I thought you meant series, man.
I want a 20-20 from Jakob.
Oh,
Everything will be
God.
forgotten. He will have earned his 4-year extension here.
Oh,
if he has a 20-20, I will not mention his contract ever again. All I want out of 125 million or whatever we're giving him is one win over the Cavs.
It's 104 million.
Yeah,
But,
there
okay,
we
but
go.
you know what? If you give me 20-20, then yes, absolutely. There's no complaints about any sort of extension. Honestly, I think it's hard, right? Because on my way to practice today, Bobby Webster went on Raptor show, so I had Raptor show in my ear, hearing Bobby talk about the organization, and Blake tried to politely sneak in the idea of like, hey man, that yacht contract not looking good, but in like a radio friendly way, the radio edit version, which is Jakob, his importance to the team hasn't been as highlighted this season because of the fact that he's been injured. What do you expect? What do you see from Jakob? And Bobby's answer was like pretty revealing. He was like, yeah, Jakob is essential to everything that we do. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So I think the organization has bet so much on Yak, and this is his first chance to come through in that huge way. And look, if he's not able to do it physically, no one's going to blame him, man. It's an injury is an injury, but at the same time, you're right. He could reset a lot of narratives if he has a 20-20 game. It's just kind of crazy. And also, this is a good point in the chat, but what we just watched yesterday in the play-in game, bro, it was Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford. They're not that old or that banged up. You know what I mean? Those guys contributed in a huge way. So
we had Al Horford and Brook Lopez going back and forth for a stretch man.
Yo, that was the oldest
I thought
play-in
I was
game I've
walking.
ever
I thought I
seen.
was walking the 2009 Eastern Conference for a second, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a Mark Jackson to be like, "Mama, there goes that man." After Steph Curry hits a 3.
Yo, honestly, we need some throwback moments, man. I think that would actually be super cool, like throwback signature calls.
No, but that's what was so cool about the game yesterday. It was so nostalgic. It felt like watching Steph and Draymond do it one last time. It kind of felt like, it felt like watching Oasis. I'm like, yo, look at my proud uncles, man. They're still singing "Roll With It" or whatever,
I think it's more like seeing 98 Degrees at CNE. To be honest.
What the hell is that?
I wouldn't compare Steph and Draymond at this point to Oasis. These guys have been
a 98-degree day.
These guys have been in the play-in for like 4 straight years, and it's
true.
fun when they pull out these one-off play-in wins, and they get to the playoffs and they big boy the Sacramento, they big boyed Houston last year, but they're beating mid, they're good enough to still beat mid.
No, they're a good litmus test for
I don't
sure.
want to say beat mid anymore. That sounds insane.
Yo, what do you mean? What's wrong with beat mid, man?
I don't know, man. But they'll dial it back once in a while, And Draymond was incredible. Kawhi gave him so much credit after too, right? Kawhi's like, I could barely even get a shot off, but now
He couldn't
yeah, but now I get the whole summer
off
off, so I'm good later, guys. Yeah. But no, I think you're right. Jakob got to show up, man. Unc, give us a 2020, man. Let me see a 2020, man.
Low-key, the playoffs is the unction, okay? Every year the playoffs are determined by vets, not by young players making some sort of jump. OKC is the exception, not the rule. So, I want to see a little bit, I want to see a little bit of something.
All right.
And then last guy I'll probably just go with Mamu. I think if he does really well in the playoffs, I think he gets...
Yo, Mamu, man, all due respect. I don't care about your legacy, bro.
Okay, yeah, all right. Damn.
Oh, dude, when we talking about Mamu's legacy, no, man, we
What do you
stretch,
mean?
we stretching content, man.
You trying to
We
talk
stre-
about Jakob's legacy, man? God
No,
damn.
man, listen, Bobby
Jakob ain't got no
Juanda,
legacy. Come on,
Bobby
dude.
Juanda said Jakob's important to everything we do. So I don't hear that about Mamu. Yeah.
No, he called Jakob like an essential worker, man. He talked about him like a teacher or a
Well, he
nurse,
better
man.
be. He paying him Serb until 2029. Yeah, so he better be showing up. No, we're not talking about Mamu's legacy.
Yo, Mama's legacy's on the
No,
line,
I'm cutting
man.
you off, man. I'm cutting you off. Anyways, this segment is a presentation of ToonieBet online sportsbook and casino. Thousands of slot games and live casino at your fingertips and a sportsbook made for Ontario. Get your game on with ToonieBet. So here we go. Game 1, Saturday. The Raptors are minus 8.5 underdogs. And it's plus 240 for them to win Game 1 in an upset. Outright, minus 115 to cover the spread. Honestly, I don't know if it's all this positive talk this week. All this analyzing about the Cavs and Mitchell, Harden's playoff failures. 8.5 feels too high for me, man. I think Raptors are going to come out. I think Game 1 is their chance to bring it to the Cavs.
Oh, man.
Shut
Put all
down
the
Believe
pressure-
Land. Yeah,
Yo,
shut
put
down
all the
Believe
pressure on
Land.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Bro.
man. You know what? I think 8.5 is too high, man. I'm taking the Raptors plus 8.5 here. What do you think?
What do you mean? What do I think? It's the playoffs. Make me bet. I'm tripling down on the Raptors, man.
Okay. With what money,
Yeah.
broke boy?
And you know what? And what's Mamu's player prop for the day, man? I
Yo.
don't care what it is. Give me the over, man.
No. So a couple of player props you guys might be interested in. Brandon Ingram to score
Yeah.
over 21.5 is minus 120. I think Ingram
Okay.
could get to 25
Yeah,
in this
come
game.
on, man.
And give me
Okay.
Scotty Barnes plus 200 to record a double-double.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
rebounds.
I like, it could be assists too. Who knows? Maybe he'll drop a triple-double, which is plus 1,500.
Okay, that's a lot. That's let's chill out.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
like
Chill,
4 all
chill,
season.
chill. Let's go for the double-double, though. Plus 200.
Hey,
Yeah, so.
you know what? Srit's saying, don't the Raptors usually lose game 1? Man, Clay Allen, we don't care about
Only
that,
when we're
man.
favored at home, man. Come on.
Yeah, this is different, bro. We're on the road.
We only get mashed when we're at home 12:30 at Scotiabank Arena and the crowd's all nervous.
Oh, man,
Not
1
gonna be
p.m.
like that. By the way, do you think the Scotiabank Arena crowd's gonna show up? Do you
What do you
think it's gonna be like old school? We're back in the playoffs. Vibes are gonna be super high.
What are you talking about, man? I'm from the T.O.
I'm just saying we've seen the crowd change over time. So
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's tough. It's tough nowadays because I think you have to win tickets to a raffle. In a
Oh,
raffle
God.
to visit the
and then you have to go to Tim
tailgate
Hortons
party.
to roll up a rim to see if you get a ticket. Or something.
They're like, oh, I got the golden ticket. I could go to the Premier.
Yo, this is legit
Yeah.
like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They're like, yo, if you do these 9 things, maybe you can sit in the 320s, broke boy.
Oh my god, I get to watch Augustus Carden, man. It's great.
Yo, going to the Raptors playoff game's harder than going to the Masters at this point.
Yo, holy-
Every day I open up Instagram, it's like a new contest.
This is a contest to go to watch them outside.
They're like,
I'm
yo, Raptor mascots at the Eglinton LRT. First 9 people to say T.O. gets a chance to watch at Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I got an issue with the ticket giveaways. Okay. All right. This does
Oh
not
my
apply
God.
to this does not apply to ToonieBet. But this applies to the other ticket giveaways. They're always giving them away in downtown. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? It's always like, oh man, first one to hit Gladstone Hotel gets
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
tickets. Oh, here's
I'm just saying,
you know what I mean?
if you're looking to win free tickets, just stake out on
Dude.
Bremner. Usually Bremner's a good spot because they'll usually do it like outside the arena, sometimes just like near the downtown core. You're right though;
Yeah.
it's always downtown.
No, it's always downtown. Stop rewarding downtown people.
The
with
furthest
that,
they'll
man.
go is like Graffiti Alley on like Queen Street.
Graffiti Alley. Yo, dog, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That does not
Yo,
hit,
if,
okay?
if you was shorty at Graffiti Alley at 2:30 in the afternoon, and the Raptors official
Who's
account
shorty
alert,
in this situation?
If-
Rick
if-
Mercer?
if Raptors official account alert comes up, man, you gotta tell shorty to sprint.
Yo.
You better get those 2 tickets, man.
You know what? They're
Holy-
definitely giving tickets at Graffiti Alley, actually.
No, I've seen them do it, man. I've been tracking them.
They're always
anyways.
like, Sankofa Square, I got tickets. I'm like, I know you
Oh.
got tickets at Sankofa Square, man.
Yeah,
you know
first
what?
of all, we still
Give
call
them
it
to
Young
the preachers
Dundas.
outside H&M, man. Come on,
Yo,
dog.
cancel me, but it's Young Dundas. Anyways, official first round prediction here on Raps Cavs.
Oh, what about ToonieBet, man?
Oh, yeah. Well, make sure you hit up ToonieBet.ca for all your sports betting needs. ToonieBet is licensed and regulated by the AGCO and iGaming Ontario, 19 plus, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. Give me your official prediction now.
Official prediction. Unfortunately, I got Cavs in 7.
Cavs in 7. Okay.
But it'll be fun. It'll be a really fun series, man. Cavs in 7.
Okay. Yeah.
I've yet to hear one person from Toronto even call Raptors winning this series, by the way.
Well, if you're not going to call it, I don't think anyone will, because like you have a history of just picking the Raptors all the time.
Yeah.
You are the Raptor guy.
I mean, look, ultimately, this is our first playoff run. I got to see how the young players hold up. I think the Cavs have not really that much deeper of a roster because they kind of have a lot of the same thing. But I do ultimately believe that they have like the 2 best players in the series offensively. That probably is going to win the series, So
yeah, give me Cavs in 6.
Okay,
possibly
they're going to win in T.O.
T.O. Well, I privately have been telling people Cavs in 5, but just for public opinion to not pile on me, Cavs in 6.
Wow.
But yeah, no, lots of great basketball still to come this week. 2 more play-in games. Tomorrow,
play-in's been heat, bro.
Play-in's been heat. We're gonna talk about that, and then also, weekend full of games. We got WrestleMania coming up this weekend. You like hockey?
Okay.
The NHL playoffs are starting. So, just plop yourself down on that couch. Turn on your Raptors account alerts in case you got to run to Graffiti Alley. But otherwise, you got to get a couple cold ones in the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what, actually? I finally got the afternoon off. I finally did Raptors practice. I'm about to pack for Cleveland, which will probably take 10 seconds because, it's really just storing a bunch of stuff in a bag.
Hey, they don't have a Uniqlo there, is all I'm telling you. Yeah.
I don't think I'll be visiting the Uniqlo in Cleveland.
Okay.
I didn't think that was one of the must-sees on the list. But, you know what? Before I go, of course, I'm probably going to have a chill night. Watch some, I guess no basketball's on, so I don't even know what I'm about to watch, actually. I'll just be chilling, okay?
Hey, it's the season finale of The Pit, man. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not watching that, so,
New season of Hacks. Yeah.
I might just clean my house, but, cleaning your house can be stressful, but your choice of beer does not have to be. Coors Light delivers mountain cold refreshment, For us, the playoffs are going to be very stressful, and we're going to have to manage that. But, of course, when the game heats up, why not make that chill choice? By grabbing a crisp, refreshing Coors Light. Find Coors Light near you. Visit CoorsLightShop.ca. Celebrate responsibly, and you must be of legal drinking age. I'm not sure my ad read was particularly sensible in that one, to be honest. It went all over the place, actually.
Yeah, you can do it
I was
again.
cleaning my house.
No one's stopping
you.
you. Hey, who's going to play this other ad? This segment is brought to you by Table Fare and Social. Get your pregame bites and after-work drinks at Table.
It's a great location, right across the street from the arena and just steps away from Union Station and the Metrolinx bus terminal.
Will, I love my wedge salad, but there's plenty of options at Table. What should we have next?
Oh, we could have salad for days, my friend.
Oh, you're talking about salad days? I love salad days, man. They got a different salad for every day of the week. You can never get tired of the options there.
Oh yeah, I heard about this place. This was your go-to lunch spot forever. You always said the lettuce was so crispy.
Man, it's so crispy and fresh, and now this can be your go-to meal before Raptors games.
I like that. Grab a pregame salad at Table Fare and Social right across from the arena.
Hey, before we get back to the NBA playoffs, I don't know if you saw this article in the Athletic / New York Times.
With, hell yeah.
20 reported sources, inside Keith Pelly's disastrous year at MLSE. So some of the details here that was reported is that, the Leafs have been doing a lot of cost cutting. They canceled an annual family trip that they usually have, a father's trip in November.
What?
Also,
We're cutting fathers?
No fathers. And then instead, they tried to replace it in late March with a mentors trip. So instead of bringing your dads on a trip, you got to bring your mentors.
I got to bring Garrett Temple on a trip?
This guy's like, hey, Blake, you have 2 weeks off Raptor show. Would love for us to travel together.
I'm just saying, man.
Player
man.
discounts, covering everything from team gear to meals at Real Sports was cut from 50% to 30%. You're telling me I got a better plug than Austin Matthews? You telling me Austin Matthews only gets 30% off when he wants to buy an Austin Matthews jersey? Yo, that's nasty.
Meanwhile, they should put Leafs gear buy one get one free because like ain't nobody trying to represent
Yo,
Leafs these days.
That's
man.
nasty. And then ticket prices for friends and family also went up, and
Really?
also their AHL minor league team, after years of just flying to every game, started taking buses now.
Yo, this is so good. I'm sorry, man.
And then on ice, the Leafs are leaning more into AI to make their decisions. So at the trade deadline, Keith Pelly was leaning on Chief Strategy and Innovation Officer Hunza Turani, who runs a lot of, I guess, data analytics, using AI. And Pelly was using that to make suggestions to General Manager Brad Treliving about potential prospects that they should acquire from Montreal and Buffalo. Other than that, Keith Pelly is pretty popular in the city these days. Catch him on Bremner, he might get tomatoes thrown at him.
Oh man, if I see Keith Pelly in Graffiti Alley, hey man, don't look for bodies at Corrado.
So the scary part of this is it seems like Pele has been pretty hands off on the Raptors side this season, and we know that he recently praised Bobby Juanda and he praised Darko about the job that the Raptors have done this season. But I guess the concern is if the Raptors hit a crossroads next season, or there's a huge trade deadline, what if Pele decides to step in with his little AI robots? And there is a way we could recreate this scenario because Google recently gifted us these pixels. Google gave us these pixels, and I was thinking in bed last night, I was like, man, what if we asked Jem? What if we asked Jem, what if we pretended to be Pele and we asked Jem to give us some suggestions on what the Raptors could do next season? So maybe we could hit Jem with a query here.
You know what? This is going to be a tough query, but you know what? Gemini, let's pretend we're running the Toronto Raptors. What's one trade you would suggest the team general manager, Bobby Webster, to make in the offseason? Who would the Raptors trade, and what will be the potential return? How would this upgrade the team's roster? Let's see. Let's see if they can answer this one, man.
2. Bobby Webster, General Manager. Bobby, looking at the current state of our roster following this 2025-2026 season, we have a clear ceiling. We made solid moves bringing in Brandon Ingram last year and grabbing Trace Jackson-Davis at the deadline for front court depth, but to jump from a fringe playoff team to a legitimate Eastern Conference contender, we need a seismic upgrade at the 5. We need to make a serious push for Domantas Sabonis. The proposed blockbuster. Toronto Raptors receive Domantas Sabonis. It's a
Wait, why did it have
SG. Sacramento Kings receive RJ Barrett. SF.
Hold on.
Player.
Gemini, we're going backwards in time. Hold on.
Was that Vivek Ranadea?
Wait, hold on. Who do we got again? Hold on.
The proposed blockbuster. Toronto Raptors receive Domantas Sabonis. It's a Keon Ellis. SG. Sacramento Kings receive RJ Barrett. SF. Jakob Poeltl. C. 2026 first round pick, unprotected. 2020.
How are we trading for Keon Ellis, bro? He's on the Cavs.
28 first round pick, top 4 protected. How this upgrades the roster. 1. An elite offensive hub at center. While Poeltl has been a reliable traditional big, Sabonis completely changes the geometry of our offense. He is a relentless rebounder and one of the best passing big men in the league. A front-court trio of Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, and Domantas Sabonis gives us 3 incredibly dynamic, multi-positional playmakers who can all read the floor at a high level. 2. Unlocking the backcourt, the DHO effect. Sabonis' dribble handoff, DHO game is masterful. Sacramento used it to turn De'Aaron Fox into an MVP candidate and maximize their shooters. Imagine putting Sabonis at the top of the key and running Emmanuel Quickley and Grady Dick off those screens. It creates instant high-efficiency offense and takes the primary playmaking burden off Quickly's shoulders, allowing him to hunt for his shot as a scorer first. 3. Strategic cap and asset management. RJ Barrett has been a fantastic hometown piece for us, but the financial reality is looming. He is entering the final year of his contract, representing roughly $30 million. With the long-term money already committed to Scottie and the financial realities of keeping Ingram, extending RJ puts us into a terrifying luxury tax situation. By packaging RJ's expiring deal alongside Poeltl's contract, we consolidate 2 good starters into one All-NBA caliber player without destroying our financial flexibility. Getting Keon Ellis back also provides us with a high-motor, defensive-minded guard on a cheap deal to lock down the perimeter. The candid reality, I'll be straightforward with you, Bobby. The major risk here is rim protection. Sabonis is a bruiser on the glass, but he isn't a vertical shot blocker. If we pull the trigger on this, we will be asking Scottie Barnes, Jonathan Mugbo, and Trace Jackson-Davis to carry a massive load as weak side helpers on defense. However, in the modern NBA, elite offense dictates the terms of engagement. An offensive core of Quickly, Ingram, Barnes, and Sabonis raises our ceiling exponentially and gets us out of the middle-of-the-pack purgatory. We have the draft capital and the expiring contracts to make Sacramento listen. We should make the call.
Yo.
Honestly, I still can't get over the Lithuanian accent before. No, because it went like Toronto Raptors, and then it went, Domantas Sabonis, and then it went Keon Ellis. I was like, wait, Keon Ellis? You could just go back to the American accent for Keon Ellis, man.
I like how Jem sneaks in a little, DHO reference, a little weak side help reference. Jem, I see you, man. I see you. You watching Hoop, but maybe Hoop from 2 years ago.
No, you know what? I look, listen. I think I've used Gemini for a decent amount of test cases now. There's a lot of good help, but I gotta say this one, I gotta disagree. This is a brick. This trade idea, I'm vehemently against it. I don't know if Gemini was familiar, but sources in the situation say that the Raptors' interest in Domantas Sabonis was overstated, and I don't think. Who knows if they would get rumored to be attached to them again, but I don't think the Raptors' interest in Sabonis was particularly strong. If they're going to give them to us for free, of course, you gotta. He's not a bad player, but I think there might be other options to explore. I disagree with that option, but if that's what Keith was bringing to the meeting, then I'd be concerned. Because what would Bobby even say to that? He's like, Keith, I don't know, man. Keon Ellis is no longer there.
It's like, Keith, don't you have a 4 p.m. with TFC now? Yeah. Hey, Keith, I think Pinball's here. Hey, Pinball's here.
Hey, it's for your friend Michael Clemens.
Hey, look, it's Pin. Anyways, we should do that for Jem after every team gets eliminated.
Really? And
see what Jem says. Anyways, Keith Pele, still the least popular person in the city of Toronto right now.
I gotta say, like, you didn't have high expectations for him taking over, and I think people were like, generally pretty cynical about Rodgers taking over ownership of MLSE. Look, I don't think MLSE was a perfect organization. I think they also had some things to improve on, but I think it's difficult because with a corporate takeover like this, like, there's always going to be a huge reduction of staff, and there's going to be like cost measures because they spent a lot of money to acquire, like, what was it, like 12 billion Canadian to get both the Leafs and the Raptors, and I suppose the other MLSE properties. But you just like didn't think it would be as comically bad as some of these things suggest. Definitely one of the leaks is definitely Brad Tree Living, because you fire a guy, like, they're going to leak everything to you. You know what I mean? And like, but honestly, and I don't even think Brad did a particularly good job with the Leafs, but honestly, good for Brad, because like, if you had to deal with some of this stuff, like, I would be leaking that shit to whoever it was at the Athletic immediately. Be like, oh, okay, well, guess what? You know what? I'm fired. Well, how about the guy who uses AI to suggest I trade for, like, some Montreal, Canadian, so.
No, I still love the idea that William Nylander walks into Real Sports and only gets 30% off on his jersey.
That's my favorite part, dude. If you're not gonna give him a discount,
we got better plugs than this. We got better plugs than that in this city, man.
Well, I don't give a dime to the Leafs organization. You know that.
Oh man.
If we're ever there, it's free tickets.
So. This segment is a presentation of Sunwing. Sunwing Vacations helps Canadians save more so they can do more on and off the resort with all-inclusive packages that bundle flights, hotels, and transfers into one easy price, including added perks such as complimentary airport transfers. With a wide assortment of all-inclusive packages to dozens of Sun destinations in Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central America, Sunwing makes getaways simple so you can focus on enjoying the resort and exploring beyond it. And I know you've heard, Will, Sunwing has partnered with Ocean by H10
Oh.
Hotels. They offer all-inclusive beach resorts designed for easy, relaxing getaways. And dinner typically includes buffet and a la carte options, plus snacks and casual bites throughout the day. For more information and to book, check out sunwing.ca. So,
Yo, by the way, you think people from Cleveland can use sunwing.ca? Because,
yeah, I mean, you're going to
could
be
be a lot of
there
vacations being booked, man.
by day 2 in Cleveland. You're going to be wanting to go on Sunwing.
Oh, man, come on, man. That off day? Can I go from Sunwing for my off day? Just one off day in Cleveland, please?
You might need an H10, man. I'm just saying.
Oh,
You might,
I'm going to need an
you might need-
H100.
You might need to hit an H10, man. Yeah,
okay.
play-in has been incredible so far. Adam Silver, you criminal, you did it again. Orlando, like I told you guys,
Oh,
dead man walking in Philadelphia yesterday, which did make me wonder, are Paolo and Franz the most overpaid and overrated, like, top 2 guys on any team?
So this is a good question because I was watching that game and the guy who was standing out to me was Paul George. I found myself rooting for Paul George.
Oh,
I haven't been particularly kind to Paul George. This might be my mea culpa to Paul George. Paul, I know I put you on one of the worst contract lists. Objectively, the Sixers did not get $40 million or so.
he still belongs there.
out of you this year.
He
Yeah,
still
I
belongs
know,
on
but-
the list.
I was watching him on that. I'm like, dog, I would way rather have Paul George than Paolo Banchero or Franz Wagner, which would have been an insane thing to say as recently as last year. But I looked at this series, and I don't know what it is about Paolo, but like he loves to take 2 dribbles and then jump without a plan. So he just ends up, even though he's big and decently athletic, but not that athletic, he just ends up getting blocked a lot. Like I don't know, he plays like he thinks he's like LeBron, and he's not. And then Franz, I know he's injured. I know towards the end he banged his knee because like Wendell Carter just turned around and ran into him on purpose, it looked like. So like I'm not trying to celebrate a guy being injured, but at the same time, it's like I still, even as a fan of the Raptors and not of Orlando, I just think it's wildly irresponsible that you came back early so that you can play in Germany rather than keep yourself healthy for a playoff run. Like, that's crazy to me. And now it feels like by the way, Orlando lost a play-in yesterday. It feels like Orlando's been playing for the play-in for like the last like month. So I've seen this loss, whether there was the loss against Toronto with 52 points, whether it was the loss on Game 82 against the Celtics to Luka Garza and Ron Harper Jr., whether it was the loss yesterday to Andre Drummond, bang, in the corner, or Adem Bona blocking everybody in sight. I feel like I've just been watching
Oh, he was hard.
playing
Bono
games
was,
for an
Bono
entire
was
month.
hard. Bono was hard last night, man. He was hard in
Oh.
the paint, baby. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, Doc. What's wrong with you, man? You're 41 years old. Come on.
Yo,
dog.
he beat mid last night.
Oh, yeah. Nid was getting beat for sure, man. No, but, I mean, like, Orlando is, like, somehow become the most pitiful team in the league, even though they're actually supposed to be a decently good team.
No, they're
You know,
dead.
so-
They're dead. They're hosting Charlotte tomorrow. Last chance saloon for the 8th seed.
It would be kind of
And-
funny, by the way, if they beat Charlotte.
It would be really depressing because like nobody's trying to watch the Orlando Magic for the next 2 weeks. Everybody wants Detroit versus Charlotte because they've gone into some fights here in the regular season. There's a real rivalry there, and Charlotte arguably 100 times more entertaining to watch than Orlando right now.
Well, debatable,
so-
because I think it's actually fun watching Orlando crash out.
Oh my god! But I'm Charlotte's gonna win tomorrow. Orlando's done, man. Stick up
No,
for them.
they want to quit. That's the thing. Like, I think one of the cool things about the playoffs is like you could see a team like lose their will. You know what I mean? I think sometime in the fourth quarter of yesterday's game, you saw like the Clippers lose their will as well. And I think that like that moment of sort of seeing somebody's like soul snatched from them, it's very violent, but it's like one of the cool things about playoffs is like you see that breaking point. I saw it with the Raptors against the Cavs way back in the day. Remember when LeBron went baseline against Damari Carroll and threw down a dunk? and then pedal backwards while screaming up in the sky, and it was like Cavs 50, Raptors 20. Like I saw the soul come out of us. You know what I mean? So
Dog,
that's
there's been
I've been seeing that with Orlando for the
There's been Cavs Raptors series that have ended like 2 minutes into game one.
Yeah,
Like, I remember there was one
2017.
series, I think it was like LeBron or Kyrie like connected on an alley-oop like 2 minutes in, and I was like,
Dog,
yeah, this...
Kyrie threw an alley-oop off the glass to LeBron
Yeah,
2 minutes into the series, and
legit, I was like, yo, this series is legit over. Like you know, we can pretend to analyze, but like it's over.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like you mentioned, the Warriors, you know, dialed it back and came back against the Clippers, so they're gonna play in Phoenix tomorrow. You know, I should have listened to you because I did pick Phoenix to beat the Blazers, and you know, I hadn't watched Phoenix in a little bit. They just got a lot of bad players, man. Like they got Goodwin, you know, playing a lot of minutes for them. They got my guy, was it Oso Ikudaro?
Yes, Soso Iguodaro.
Yeah,
you know,
again, that's
Archie
what my dad.
Badwin.
That's how my dad pronounces Andre Iguodala. But like, they just don't have a lot of good players. Is their problem? And it's a lot of Jalen Green. Yeah,
it's a lot of Jalen Green. It's honestly, I gotta say, for the Suns, they've been coached up this year because like they must have been. What did they were predicted for? Like 30 wins in the.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, they were supposed to be one of the worst
wins.
teams. Yeah, they were supposed to be one of the worst teams.
Yeah, and look at the roster; it's supposed to be pretty bad, especially considering Devin Booker's also had like a down year shooting wise. It's not that hard to double Booker, and then like I guess they have other guys to like space the floor. They miss Mark Williams, but like ultimately, what are we even talking about? Honestly, I think Phoenix probably could pull up an upset against Golden State because like I watched that Golden State win, and I'm like, look, the Steph and Draymond part was great. But, like, what do you mean Al Horford just popping out for 12 points in the fourth quarter?
No,
what do you mean Kristaps Porzingis shooting from three? Like, it doesn't...
This is the problem with
right.
with the Warriors is, like, everybody wants to get nostalgic about Steph. And, like, the Steph Draymond two-man game, like, it's still incredible to watch. But to get a Steph moment also requires you to watch 40 minutes of Guy Santos and Brandon
Guy Santos is one of the best players.
No,
what do you mean? That's like their third best player.
I've watched so much Guy Santos this year against my will because the Warriors have been on national TV every week while Steph was out for like 3 weeks. So I'm sorry, man. Like I'm sure Steph could deliver a couple more nice moments in the first round against OKC, but I'd rather Phoenix go through. So I'm pulling for Phoenix tomorrow, man.
Honestly, watching Steph and Draymond at this point of their career feels like watching Sopranos season 6. You know, like Steph is obviously Tony, and Draymond is obviously Paulie. You know, like they still have great scenes together. Remember they go on a road trip. You know, they're driving down to Florida.
Clay literally driving a boat, so he big pussy. Clay's just
Clay's been got since 5 seasons ago now. So he's big pussy in the boat. You know, who's Silvio in the situation? Like they don't even have. I guess Steve Kerr's Silvio.
Yeah,
you know he's gonna get fired at the end of the season. Yeah. And, like, you know, watching Sopranos season 6, like, it was kind of dark. It was a little bit depressing. Still had some good chemistry moments. But ultimately, at the very end of it, you know, right when you look up and all of a sudden, you know, Steph's going to be out of the playoffs. You know, like, I actually wouldn't be surprised if they lost this next game.
No, I don't.
After all that, they might just lose, you know? So
no, last night was a great win. That's enough Steph Draymond for me in the postseason.
That's enough for me, too. Yeah.
Like
I don't even want to see them. Win. Also, like, dude, at the big award after all this is they get to play OKC.
Yeah, no, even Bill Simmons can't math his way into the Warriors beating OKC.
No,
or
but
even just
do you want to see
wins.
Lou Dort like take out Steph Curry's legs? Like, you know what I mean? It's just you're gonna get whacked at the end of the season.
It's gonna be 4 like 30-point blowouts, and then Shea's gonna do his little cute IG caption.
Yeah,
and then Jared McCain's gonna literally dance in front of Draymond. Like at the airport.
No, honestly, Shea's gonna post a bunch of photos at the end of that series, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, call me Antonio Banderas the way I just ate all this curry." You know what I mean? That'd be sick.
Yo, that's so crazy, man.
Yo, it'd be honestly, it'll hit hard, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, he was about the only Santos I'm trying to see is Neymar.
Oh.
All right, so let's do first round predictions since we know most of the matchups now. So let's start in the East here. Let's assume Charlotte goes through. Detroit versus Charlotte/Orlando. But let's say Detroit versus Charlotte.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm just the fact that Orlando is still alive, even though I've seen them die like 25 times already this season, is very funny to me. They could die one more time. It's fine. Also, did I say Antonio Banderas or did I say Antonio Banjaras? Because I was making a Banjaras Indian food.
Oh, okay. Anytime you gotta explain a bar, you gotta, you're out. Man.
Okay.
You're
Antonio
out.
Banjaras is awesome.
That's actually pretty
crazy. Bar.
That's actually incredible. By the way, Vivek Jacob drove me to practice yesterday, and when I walked in the car, he was literally watching cricket on his phone.
What do you mean? This is the most fork found in the kitchen thing possible, bro.
No, but
Are you telling me an Indian man is watching cricket in his car?
No, I took a video of it. And I was like, I can't even post it. It feels racist. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's like if you walked in on me watching ping pong. Like, I'm probably doing that. You know?
I'd be so disgusted.
All right. Well,
I'd rather walk in on you watching other stuff.
That's insane. That'll never happen, man.
Marty Supreme over here. Detroit versus Charlotte, man. Let's go. Make your official pick, man.
Man, honestly, I know they played that one really good game, but I'm starting to see Charlotte tail off a little bit. Maybe real worried seeing Concanipple in the play-in game.
Hope you guys didn't do my Conipple parlay the other day. Goodness. That was nasty.
All I know is Cooper Flag would have got me more than 6 points. So I think we'll go with Detroit. We need Detroit in 5. Let's give Charlotte a little cute little playoff win at home.
Okay.
Charlotte wins game 3. It's fun, but yeah, Detroit bullies them in 5.
I do think Detroit's a little bit underrated, but I'm gonna give Detroit. I'm gonna go Detroit in 6.
All right.
Boston versus Philadelphia. God, Sixers fans got to go through this pain again.
I was gonna say, how many times has Boston played Philadelphia? Like we're going back to beefs between Larry Bird and Dr. J, man. At this point, man.
JT for 3.
They're gonna be calling him Dr. JT from now on.
Yo, they do always hype up the Boston-Philadelphia rivalry with those like black and white shots of like Dr. J.
Yeah, they're like,
like
remember when Moses Malone versus Bill Russell back in the day? I'm like, man, I wasn't
but all
there for
I'm
that.
seeing is Brian Shireman versus Andre Drummond. Man. I'm taking Boston in 5 here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Boston in 4 actually.
Oh wow, not even giving them a game.
No, I'm not giving them the game. I don't think so. I mean, like, Embiid's not playing for the whole series.
Yep.
What name me one advantage Philadelphia has over Boston?
They have a Bona.
Fair enough. Hey, by the way, I love the Sixers like the victory song. I'm gonna miss hearing it.
Oh yeah, I heard a whiff of it last night on TV and got nostalgic.
Here we
Yeah.
come. Philadelphia.
New York Knickerbockers versus Atlanta Superhawks.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Hawks. It's cute that they went on a nice season run at the end of the season, but I watch your games. You close games with CJ McCollum. Give me the Knicks in 5.
Wow, I'm gonna take Knicks in 7.
In 7.
I'm gonna have Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Gonna have a monster series, man.
The cousin.
Yeah, the cuz. Cleveland versus Toronto. We already did this. You've got Cleveland.
Yeah, I got them in 7.
He's in 7.
I got them in 7.
Yeah, I got them. I got Cleveland in 6 publicly. Cleveland in 5 privately. OKC versus Warriors or Suns. Make your pick. I'm OKC in 4 regardless.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry.
Does OKC have to play 4 of these games? Like, come on now.
Yeah, I would bet on there be 1 50-point win actually. OKC likes to drop a 50 ball on people in the first round.
Yeah. It's always like Brandon Carlson 4-3. Like, it's bad.
Yo, you ever think we let Carlson go? You know, we let one go there.
Come on, man.
You ever see OKC in garbage time and you're like, yo, we let that one go, man.
Yo, how old do you think Brandon Carlson is?
28.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. San Antonio versus Portland. What is this? 2000.
Well, Brandon Carlson's 26. Okay, I'm just joking around. He's 26.
My bad.
But he's like married. His wife's got a master's. Like he's set up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
San Antonio
Spurs versus Blazers. I'm gonna take Spurs in 6.
I was gonna say the right side of history versus the wrong side of history. Give me San Antonio in 4, man.
Spurs in 4. Wow, you've got a real boring first round here. Just sweeps all across the board.
Raptors-Cavs going to be the series to watch, man.
Denver, Minnesota.
You know what? Oh, man. Is Ant healthy? Where's Ant at?
Ant is ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was trying to guess it up. You know what? Give me Minnesota. You know what? Fuck it. Give me an upset. Give me Minnesota in 7.
What?
Incredible series. Yeah,
Okay,
give me Minnesota in 7. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Denver in 7.
What do you mean? What? That's one game difference.
But Denver getting bounced in the first round. Lakers versus Houston. You know, I've changed my mind. I do think you're right that Luka's gonna come back at some point.
Yeah.
And I've been saying Houston's a dead team for 2 months, so I gotta stand by that. I'm gonna take Lakers in 7.
You know, low-key Houston actually finished the season really strong, and they bounced.
I don't
back in
believe
big
them
ways.
still.
God, just to be different from you, then you know what? Give me the Houston Rockets, man. No one believed in us.
Oh my God, Houston in what? 7, 6?
Sorry, man. I don't believe this at all. I'm gonna go with Houston in 7, sure.
All right, I'll take Lakers in 7. Let's pull up the Ringer playoff entrance survey and answer their questions.
Okay, nice. I love how you find new and innovative ways to crib off of Bill Simmons' content. I love it.
Honestly, if Bill retired tomorrow, I'd have nothing left.
No, you'd have to retire too. You'd be like Bam stopping in 81 for Kobe.
Hey,
you'd stop potting for Bill.
Hey, Toonie idea for you.
Okay.
I think all NBA players should wear their jersey number should be their career high.
Oh.
So Bam's pulling
okay.
up in an 83, right?
Bam 83 would be pretty fire. That'd be a great jersey.
And then you got bums who like have never scored more than 7 points. You know, they check in and they're wearing like number 5. So then any casual fan tuning in can know exactly what everyone's career high is.
What do you think? By the way, who do you think has the? Okay, can you guess the career high for these players? I'm pretty sure I know them off the top of my head. Do you know the career high for Brandon Ingram?
Brandon Ingram, I'm gonna say 41.
Come on, man, you're underselling Brandon Ingram, bro. Bi got a 49 ball one time.
Oh,
Not
so
no 50 balls for Brandon.
No 50.
But
Yeah, so a Bi 49. Bi should wear 49.
Okay.
I think that'd be sick.
What about IQ? What's IQ wearing?
33.
He got 40 this year.
Oh, right, against the Warriors or something?
Yeah, he did it twice. So IQ get the 40 ball.
No, but I'm saying like that'd be cool.
RJ
Luka
Barrett career high.
Luka would wear what? 73.
Honestly, it's pretty close to 77. Like it's pretty close.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's a good idea.
Wow. Actually, RJ's career high is pretty impressive, man. What do you think RJ's career high is?
RJ's career high is 44.
Very close. 46.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
46.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Malachi Flynn can wear 50.
Yo, Malachi having a higher career high than all these guys is so good.
No, I think every player should wear a jersey based on their career high.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're not giving me a Toonie? No Toonie?
No, Jamal Shed's gonna be wearing like 18 or something.
Yo, that's fine. That's fine. All right. The Ringer playoff entrance survey. Question number 1. What will be the most entertaining first round series?
Most entertaining first round series. I'm gonna go with Denver, Minnesota. I actually really am looking. I love that matchup. I don't think Denver has the wing defenders to throw at Ant, and I think actually Minnesota has like guys like Gobert and these other sort of bigs that they usually use like these strange strategies to guard Jokic. I think Denver struggles with athletic teams. Minnesota is also very overwhelming on the defensive end as well. They could put like McDaniels on Jamal Murray, and they got history. This is like the 3rd time they're playing each other, right? So
yeah, these two teams know each other really well. You know, it's a good rivalry. You made the same pick as Michael Pina and Danny Chow. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Howard Beck. Went with Lakers Rockets. Okay, player.
Oh, brother! Don't even get me started on Howard Beck, man.
I'm gonna zag. I'm gonna take Knicks Hawks. I really think this is gonna be a classic. I think it's gonna be close games throughout, big shots from both teams. I think sneakily Knicks Hawks is gonna be a really fun series.
I guess you just don't believe in the Knicks. All year you've been downplaying the Knicks, man.
I don't.
Okay. To find out if you're right.
Number 2, which star has the most at stake this postseason?
Most at stake in this postseason?
I'm going Jokic.
Oh, Jokic is such a good pick, man.
Because I think
Jokic is real light on MVP, or like real light on championships.
One championship. And listen, like I guess you could make excuses and say that he probably missed out on an extra ring because of Jamal's injury earlier in their run.
Okay, yeah.
But like, every single all-time great's gotten at least, multiple championships. And, I think this is lining up for him to really secure his legacy here if he runs through San Antonio and OKC. And Minnesota, to be honest. That'd be a crazy run to the finals.
So if you look at the list of players that have at least 3 MVPs, and obviously Jokic could still win another MVP caliber this year, right? But Kareem's got 6. Michael Jordan and Bill Russell have 5 each. Will Chamberlain has 4. LeBron has 4. And then Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Moses Malone, and Nikola Jokic. Every single player on the list has at least 3 championships except for Moses Malone.
Yeah, and Jokic is not. He's getting up there, isn't he? Early 30s now.
Well, I mean, look, I don't think it's like he's washed or anything. Like I think he's got plenty of time left. But I think part of me is just like as of right now, it's just he has, and no, it's not even doubting his ability as a player. It's just like when you get that many MVPs, like in that, like even like Steph Curry has 2 MVPs, for example. Steph got 4 rings, right? Like it's not like he's been on bad teams either. It's just
I don't blame him for.
It just feels his resume feels really incomplete in that way.
Yeah, I don't blame him for last year because he had a really shorthanded team. But listen, they've retooled. You can quibble about how good or bad like Cam Johnson's been or some of these other younger guys, but this is a solid enough roster to win a championship. So
yeah, but when we're talking about these great players, like, is it really about like, oh man, like Michael Porter Jr. went missing? Like, I'm sure there were series for Michael Jordan where it's like, oh man, Ron Harper is not here. You know what I mean? Oh man, Bill Cartwright don't got it today.
I think
you know
that's
what I mean?
fair.
Like,
but the thing is, like, Jokic has put up stats like throughout the playoffs. Like you've never walked away from a series, I think, during this run and been like, yo, Jokic came up short.
I agree. Yeah.
It's the team that's come up short, right? And like they've run into better opponents, but still.
Why do we only do that with Jokic though?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I do feel like we make a lot of these excuses for Jokic.
Yeah,
that we
the
don't.
buck doesn't stop with a 3-time MVP. It stops with someone else. Like,
yeah, no, I think that's.
Man. It stops with Michael Porter Jr.
I'm going Jokic here in terms of legacy. Who has the most at stake this postseason? Who do you have another pick? Danny Chow said De'Aaron Fox. Yeah.
What? I never think about De'Aaron Fox in any way possible. I'm gonna go with Jalen Brunson
as well. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Brunson.
Brundog.
Look, the Knicks, they're all in. This should have been their year to win the East right now. They finished regular season 3rd. Whatever. It's not about a regular season, but they should win the conference. And Jalen Brunson is taking discounts. He's been doubted as a number 1 guy. I really like Jalen Brunson, so I want him to represent the Knicks in the NBA Finals. They did it in the NBA Cup. That's great. But yeah, can you actually become one of these ultra rare guards that takes your team to the finals? There's like obviously like Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas. Like I mentioned those guys as like the number 1 guys as guards to take them all the way to the championship. But there's been other level of guards like AI, like even Chris Paul. Like he's taken his team to the finals before. Can you at least get to that level? Which is all a big ask to ask for a guy like Jalen Brunson, but. I don't know. He's just been there for a long time. The Knicks are what they are right now. If they get Giannis, then he's no longer even the best player on the team. This might be his last chance to like take his team to the finals as the number 1 guy. So I just want to see if he can do it.
I like that. Next question. What is one playoff take that you believe in that you think most people would disagree with?
I think the Raptors and Cavs are actually kind of close. I'm not even kidding. I'm so sick of like this. Look, we're about to see, and I'm gonna look dumb as hell if like the Cavs like sweep us or something. But like I don't know. I see like it's not a perfect team.
Hey,
the Cavs have a lot of one-way players.
No one knows the Raptors like you, brother. So
I mean, look, I know the Raptors haven't shown us anything yet in a postseason setting at all, and their resumes are not that strong. But I just don't see this series as like that far apart that we should be calling.
Game 1's gonna tell us a lot.
4 games.
Game 1's gonna tell us a lot.
It isn't. It isn't. It's a freaking 1 p.m. game.
Okay, if they come out and get spanked by 30, we'll check back with you at 3 p.m. on on Saturday.
Well, I'll be eating some crow next to.
You'll be eating some
Airbnb
crow,
or something.
and you gotta stay in Cleveland for the weekend.
Tough.
My take is that I don't agree with people saying that the Spurs are like 1 year away. I think they're ready to win right now. I think with
really?
Wemby, like why does he need to go through a defeat first? Like he's already capable of beating any team.
But who have we seen do that? It's like in their first ever run, they take them all the way to the championship.
I just think
it's basically
Wemby's,
like Magic Johnson territory.
But I think Wemby's that good. I think Wemby could break those trends. So, because my official pick, I'm taking Spurs over Celtics in the finals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, my issue with that is I got to see Wemby play even close to 40 minutes in a game once.
That's fine, and
in a high intensity game.
But on the flip side, that might be scary if he is healthy for 40 and he's putting up like numbers like he does right now.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be insane. I just think he's that good.
All right. Well, Wemby averaged 29 minutes per game on the season. They've been kind of like artificially keeping his minutes down. I just think that like in order to win in these postseason settings, like not to say that every coach is like Nick, but like I'm gonna need to see you play like probably like 8 or 9 games where you play 40 minutes a night.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But I'm riding with Wemby.
Okay.
This playoffs.
I like that. I like that.
Number 4. What role player do you think will become a playoff hero this spring?
Role player.
Yeah.
Role player, playoff hero. I'm gonna go with OG Anunoby.
I thought you were gonna say Mamu, and I was gonna end the stream.
No, come on, man.
I really thought you were gonna say Mamu. Yo, all due respect to Mamu, I don't know why I'm slandering him today.
Yo, man, 54 on the Raps. No, I'm gonna go with OG Anunoby. He's already done it once, right? He already has a flair for the dramatic, and he's already a very popular player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one very cool game, I gotta say.
Okay.
But no, I think for the Knicks, like OG hits Game 7 dagger 3 to put the Celtics away.
Okay, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go with like I mentioned, the cousin. I'm gonna go with Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
What's he about to do?
He's about to average 25 against the Knicks. Yeah.
Honestly, the Knicks don't have strong. Well, I guess if they got a high Brunson somewhere, I could see him dropping 25 on Brunson.
Yeah, I'm riding with the cuz. Number 5, what playoff storyline are you most invested in?
What playoff storyline? As of right now, I'm most invested in seeing Orlando lose again. I just there's something so fun about watching them lose.
One day storyline for tomorrow.
Every storyline in the world is a one-day storyline these days, man. We have no more attention span.
Yo, you know what? That's a deep cut. Yeah,
that's a Toonie thought right there, man. But
yo, I got a crazy. Okay, no, go ahead.
you could tell what I freestyled an entire pod. By the way, I did no research for this whole.
No, trust me. You know how I can tell?
I've been at practice every day
because you're on like a 2-second delay for every answer. Like you're actually thinking about it.
What's the storyline I'm most invested in this?
Yeah, you want some help?
It actually is Wemby's like young LeBron run. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, Wemby, like young LeBron in his third year, took the Cavs to the NBA Finals. His team was like Ira Newble, Eric Snow, you know what I mean, Drew Gooden. And it was just like not the Big Z, like it just wasn't that good of a team. But they were able to upset it because one young player is so like transcendent that it upsets, So I'm thinking for them, that's probably going to be the second round against Denver. Yeah. I think most people would pick Denver over San Antonio in that series, but if somehow like Wemby takes down a former champion, just like how LeBron took down a former champion in the Pistons, and does something supernatural, which is something that Wemby's very known to do, then yeah, I'm invested in that.
Yeah,
what
honestly,
about you?
I think that too, but I guess I would say I'm invested to seeing what OKC can do as defending champion too, because a lot of talk is about Denver.
Really? Okay.
A lot of talk is about San Antonio, and like you talk about legacy too. It's like we've talked about this OKC team. Already kind of put them up there. Shea, as one of the best guards. People are comparing them to like Jordan. Now, some of the best Jordan seasons.
55%.
Yeah,
20 points every night.
So I want to see, like, are they really a dynasty? Like, they're gonna repeat? They're gonna run through the West again? Like all of this stuff. So, I think that's one that I'm invested in. Let's see what these guys said. Michael Pena is invested in seeing how physical the referees will allow the action to be.
Oh, he's invested in Evan Scott? No way.
Oh man! By the way, Evan Scott's the Asian, right?
Yeah.
He didn't crack the playoff rotation. They
Well-
announced the refs like he didn't make the cut. Yeah.
He is. I've been trying to tell people he is not a good referee, and only the top-rated referees make it to the playoffs.
And Scott Foster. Yeah.
Wow.
Because he got dirt. He got
Oh,
dirt.
Dog, imagine if we got Scott Foster for a Game 6 and Raptors got to push it to
Oh,
7.
man.
Oh man.
You know, the biggest reveal will be if Scott Foster one day sits down on like Pablo Torre's pod. Imagine if that was the reveal.
He's like, yeah, I did that shit, man. Adam Silver told me every Game 6 is yours, man.
He's like,
you talking about Game
Donaghy-
6 Clay? That's
He's
Game
like
6 me.
Donaghy, man. Yo, he was the Clay to my Steph, man. I was fixing that shit from the preseason.
Yo, that's insane. They calling us the Cash Brothers the way we were getting payouts, man. No more Splash Brothers.
He's like John Day Porter, man. Yo, that's light work, man.
Amateur.
Yeah. By the way, I love that Chauncey Billups has just disappeared. Is he in jail or is he home? Like, can I just get an update?
My favorite thing was Game 82. The Heat were like, yeah, we're waving Terry Rozier.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
damn.
They like finally were like, okay, I guess we're not gonna hear back from the league. So yeah.
Dog, what has the league been doing? So there's no verdict on Terry Rozier. There's no
Yeah.
verdict on Chauncey Billups. There's no
Yeah.
verdict on Kawhi. And like the whole season has gone by. These storylines are just dead. Like,
Final question. What is your finals prediction? So I said Spurs over Celtics.
I feel like I always overrate the Celtics, but I do think the Celtics will go back to the NBA Finals, unfortunately. And I'm gonna, God. Yeah,
Well,
whatever. Okay,
you have
OKC
Denver
beats
getting
Boston.
bounced in round one. So,
No, oh yeah, that's right.
so
I
you
do.
actually can't take Denver. Or we have two realities happening here.
I also have the reality where San Antonio beats Denver, so I got Denver getting bounced twice.
It's actually killing me right now.
I didn't realize I hated Denver so much.
Yeah,
man.
so you can't pick Denver.
Well, yeah. Now I want to pick Denver winning the championship.
You can't, man. How can you pick a team to get bounced and to win the title, man? What kind of fucking analysis is that?
You know what? Give me the shock of the world, man. Give me Orlando making it to the NBA
No!
Finals
This
after-
is so stupid, man. What's wrong with you?
Sorry, man. I've done so many stupid predictions. No, okay. Yeah, NBA Finals matchup will be Boston versus OKC, and OKC wins in
Boring.
6 games.
All right. I'm a Spurs over Celtics in 7. Here, you want a Toonie thought?
Oh, put some thoughts
ready?
up there, man.
You ready?
Oh, I love how
So-
you're packing content for the trip. I love this, man.
Yeah, I know.
Don't think I don't know what you're doing here, man.
Oh,
All right,
come
go
on,
ahead.
man. So you know when you go to a restaurant, you get a napkin, right? Get a bib or whatever. Let's call it
Yep.
a napkin, okay?
Mike Bibby.
Where do you usually put that napkin?
Where do I put the napkin? I'm not a big fan of like putting it on my lap kind of thing.
Yeah, but you usually put it on your lap, right? Most people put it on your lap, right? Let's
It
just go with it.
depends.
Go with
okay.
it.
Okay, if it's one of those like cloth ones, I put it on
Yes,
my
cloth,
nap. If it's a paper
cloth.
one, I'm okay.
So a
yeah, put
cloth-
it on the nap. Okay.
You put it on your lap, right? Your lap.
You want to call it a lapkin?
Why is it not called a lapkin?
So
Why is it not called a lapkin?
yo, I could tell you, man. Your 2D eye is open for
Yo,
this
just
one, man.
give me $10 on this, please, sir. I'm
You know
calling it a lapkin from now on, man.
A lapkin.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
what is
not
it?
a
Why is it
napkin.
even called a napkin?
It's
What
a
is-
lapkin.
What's the etymology of lapkin or
I don't
napkin?
know. I don't know.
Napkin.
You know I don't like to learn about history. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah. But we're
Where
going
does the
lapkin.
word come from, man? Okay,
We're gonna go
all right.
lapkin, man. That's all I'm saying.
Lapkin. I mean, yeah, I didn't think you would go with this direction, but you know what, man? Here you go. Okay, I'm taking
Yo,
it off my head.
it sounded
It's on your hand now.
hot last
Okay.
night when I was at the restaurant and I had this thought in my head. But yeah,
Oh, where were you at, man? Bernhardt's?
yeah, I was at Bernhardt's. My favorite restaurant.
I saw you post those salads,
my,
man.
my
They
favorite
were so
restaurant
crispy.
in the city. My favorite restaurant in the city. Oh,
Street saying Alex got to lay off the gummies, man.
yo, man, I'm just saying. No, just
Yo, you got another 2D thought? Keep going, man. I get so addicted to these once you hit one.
I do have a lot.
Okay, all right, hit me, bro.
Wait, hold
Let's
on.
go.
Kill a minute. I need to find this in the rundown. The hell did
Yeah?
mainlanders just
someone's-
drive outside?
Jeremy's here.
Yo, kill 1 minute, man. I have to find them.
Yeah, so I think for me, like...
Oh, so coverage plan. Saturday, of course, we got the React Pod.
Saturday, we got the React Pod. By the way, some of the React Pods might be a little bit later. Like, they're not going to be right after the game. I got to obviously go to the press conferences. It's honestly, it depends. If the Raptors get washed in the first... If the Raptors win, I think I'm going to stay for the press conference. If the Raptors lose, I'll try to go home immediately. Our Airbnb is only 7 minutes from where the arena is, Rocket Arena. So me and Jerome will try to sprint back to the Airbnb and then get set up for post game. Also, Alex, I'm committing you. You're on the React Pod.
Oh, I'm hopping on. So you go solo.
Yeah, you'll be
you
there.
go solo to start. I'm gonna track questions,
Okay.
and then I will come on for the second half.
This guy turning himself into Karem. I love it, man.
No, because people like to hear you solo, and then
Yo, this is like when Ron Harper averaged 20 on the Cavs and averaged 6 with the Bulls.
This is like when they signed Delano Banton on the last day. Isn't that what they did? Who was
They
it?
did do that. No, the Cavs. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, you ever look at Harper and go, man, we let one go? Ron Harper Jr. You're like, man, we let one go. In my
I'm not gonna lie to
dreams,
you. He cracked our
Yeah.
rotation for sure. Yeah.
in my dream scenario, Chris Finch is our coach, and Ron
Okay.
Harper Jr. is our starting guard. And
Okay.
we're running
I
pick
don't
and
know if
roll
I'd
with
start him.
we're running pick and roll with Brandon Carlson to start against the Cavs on
That
Saturday.
team sucks. What? That team's garbage.
Hey, Brandon Carlson or Grady Dick?
Do I have to have one of them?
Hey,
Can I
I'm
have
just
someone
saying.
else?
Anyways, yeah, Saturday, and then I think we should do a Sunday pod. I'm sure the Raps will practice, and then maybe we do a little Sunday pod later in the evening. Talk about some of the other games as well.
Honestly, I wouldn't even mind going just doing daily pods. What am I doing in Cleveland? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, Monday you got the game, so you are gonna be doing.
I'm
daily.
potting again. There we go.
Yeah, and then you can drive your ass home.
Tuesday we won't have a pod. Tuesday we'll be traveling. So
Yeah.
no pod on
Okay.
Tuesday.
Toonie thoughts. Okay, you ready?
All right, here we go.
We all have the same 15 stories that we just repeat over and over again. So every single person, really, when you're telling stories about your life, when you're telling funny stories with your boys, it's really it's really 15. Everyone has 15.
So I really like this idea, and I would agree with you, but I do think that you have different stories stored in different people in your life.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
So
I like that.
The I don't have the same 50. I have 15 stories that I have.
Because I've
with my
heard about
mom.
your
I have
dad
15
throwing
stories
out
with my-
your Nintendo
Yeah.
DS. That's a
No, but
classic
there's
one.
look, there's your stock 15 that you'll give everybody.
You stealing money from your school when you were the the finance guy.
Oh, you remember that? Okay.
You
okay,
working
player.
at Cutco, Cutco
Yeah.
knives or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know me. I got divorced
Yeah.
after Raptors
Yeah.
Cavs.
Yo, I didn't realize it was after Raptors Cavs, man. You're like, wow, man. LeBron with the chase down block. I'm like, man, we gotta talk.
Man, I wish I could have chased you down a few months earlier and we could have had this chat. No, when I knew? So during the Raptors Cavs series,
Yeah.
my ex-wife we were both living in New York, but she had come back to Toronto.
Okay.
And I had organized a surprise birthday party for her.
Oh, okay.
But when I popped up at the surprise party, she didn't seem happy to see me.
Oh,
And I knew then. You just get that feeling. Yeah.
Yo,
You
that's
get that
so,
feeling.
man.
Yeah.
Dog, this is so vulnerable, man.
Yeah. Anyways,
All
that's my
right.
first thought. We all have
Okay.
15 stories that we repeat.
No, but this is the thing. Everyone's your best friends also have 15 stories about you. So
so
realistically,
it multiplies.
You definitely
It
have,
multiplies.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you got to be social. Yes, because you have 15 favorite stories about yourself. That's for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Number two here. 1-star Google reviews for restaurants and stores. Are they ever necessary?
Yeah.
You really that mad that you're gonna put I get if you're upset at I don't know, a big corporation or something, but these reviews do
Yeah,
damages to independent, independent
I hear you,
run
man.
stores and restaurants, and it's unless they did something really vile or personal to you, I feel like you should just
Yeah.
take it private and like talk to the manager there or send them an email. Like I'm very against people doing 1-star Google public reviews.
I mean, I totally agree with you on this because like it depends. Like again, big box store, whatever. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's like
it's also funny if you go to Walmart and you're like, "Yo, this place sucks." 1 star.
yo, 1 star, man. I'm not a fan of George. Okay.
Yeah,
The
get
clothing
Sam's
brand or
Club out of
whatever.
here.
Yeah. No, but I do think for small businesses, like the 1-star really hurts them in a way that's like, do you need to hurt them that much? And if like, just don't be that person that's like, yo, man, like the manager was rude to me and like my food came out 10 minutes late. It's like, all right, like some shit happens. You know what I mean? That's not
Yeah.
enough to like sink the restaurant reputation over. They got to really screw you over, you know?
Yes,
and like,
that's
I don't
what
know,
I'm
like,
saying.
if you're a vegetarian, they're like, here you go, I accidentally served you meat. Like, you know, like, all right, like, come on now, that's pretty bad. But even that, when you're like, I don't know if I would put 2 stars. Actually,
Yeah.
1 star should just be discarded. You should not have to read any 5-star review and not read any 1-star review. I actually would prefer to read
like
a 2
that.
star and a 4-star. Those are way more informative to me.
I just
So
think
yes, I agree. Here's a toonie for that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that. One, like, you can get 1 star on Letterboxd for movies. You know, that's fair game. 1-star podcast reviews. I think that's fair game.
No, it's not. What do you mean? We're a mom and pop shop, man. Come on, give us. Nah, don't worry, man.
Who's mom and who's pops? Okay, next up, are Labubu's the new fidget spinners? Yeah. So fidget spinners kind of came and went. And Labubu's kind of, I think, went through the same fad over here. Like, it's gone. No
I
one's
think they're
messing
just
with
both
Labubus.
fads.
Yeah. Okay. So no, not even. I
You
don't
can't
even
really
get a quarter.
fidget with a labubu.
Can I get a quarter? Like at least like a quarter for that?
No, actually, I'm
Okay.
putting that in the
God
bag.
damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Number five.
Okay.
Is Bob Costas a top 30 most interesting dude of all time? Yeah.
Okay, you got to give me the case, man.
Like this guy, you know, has covered every single sport. You know, I
Sure.
believe he's been at the Olympics since like 1970.
Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't be the Olympics without Bob.
He was literally on TV calling the split screen when O.J. Simpson was on the run in the Bronco. Like he was the
That's
one that
pretty
they
sick,
put on
actually.
screen, right? Like he's been
Yeah.
through so
what?
many different moments.
That's one of those
Like-
essential viewing experiences I just never had. And I now you mentioned it, I really want to watch the
But if
coverage
you
of
could
the
if you
Bronco
could sit
chase.
down with anyone to talk about sports and just kind of kick it, like I think Bob Costas probably has some of the most interesting stories to ever share
Okay.
with you. So
Okay.
I think he's a top 30 most interesting dude in the sports space at least. Yeah.
I didn't realize Bob Costas called it.
Yeah, he didn't call like they brought him on like he was the one that was like holding it down on like NBC, like they had to bring him on screen, and he had to be like,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
All I see is the headlines because I search O.J. Simpson chase Bob Costas.
yeah.
And it's like O.J. Simpson's Bob Costas on O.J. Simpson's death. Quote: a complicated legacy. O.J. Simpson to Bob Costas during prison visit. You did it. Like,
Yo,
whoa.
that's crazy. That's you talking about Ray Lewis at the clutch party.
Hey, brother. I'm just saying there's some similarities. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Maybe-
thing is, like,
can I
the
get a
interesting
loony?
thing with Bob is, like, Bob doesn't necessarily have anything. Like, he's just been in interesting scenarios, but are you actually interested in Bob? That's one of the key things about being a host. It's like it's not really about you. It's about the fact that you can be present with everybody in any given moment.
He's so
but it's
captivating.
not about you.
He's so captivating though. Like
But are you ever intrigued about Bob? Like, are you like, well, what did Bob have for breakfast? Like, did Bob go to the, what did Bob gamble on? What's his parlor game of choice?
But you know,
what I mean?
it's like-
I don't think about Bob. I think
You
about
know-
what the moments Bob was at.
well, we know you only like one Bob. Like you know, like
McCallum?
we know when we talk to Matt Devlin, like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even the chances we get to talk to him, he always shares like so many great
I
stories.
talked to Matt today. Yeah, we
Yeah.
just sat down and chopped it up always.
But like I think Bob's the same way. Yeah. Can I just
Really?
give me a loony? Come on. Split
Yeah,
the
I'll give you.
difference.
I'll give you that 25 cents. Where's that quarter? Yeah, quarter
you,
bet.
thank you,
Here's
thank
quarter
you.
bet. Here you go.
Some of these I haven't fully formed yet, so I'm not ready. To
No,
bring
it's
them
okay.
public.
We can flush them out. Here you go. Here's
Okay.
the quarter.
Next one.
By the way, I love that our coins have like moose on them and like
Yeah.
beavers and shit. It's
also,
so
why do you have
cute,
so many
man.
coins?
I don't know, man. What do you anyway?
Are Dragon Ball Z and Fast and Furious franchise the same thing? So this one I need to flesh out a little bit.
Okay.
So
Half-baked
bear
ideas.
with me. So Fast and Furious started out as just like, yo, bunch of guys racing cars in LA. Like it was very human level. And then
Yeah,
eventually they brought in like conspiracies, the FBI's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it. See,
They're driving helicopters.
Yeah, it got to the point where they went to space. Like like same thing as
Okay.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball started out,
Yeah.
Goku growing up on Earth, just learning, little karate, all of this other stuff, and then suddenly they gotta go to space. They gotta go to
Yeah.
Namek, and then suddenly everybody has superpowers. Dead people coming back, just like in Fast and Furious, people die and come back. So
Did they
these
do?
two?
Wait, Paul Walker's back?
Did these two franchises not take the same trajectory? Like it just went from
Honestly?
human level to completely out of hand.
You don't even deserve one Toonie for this, bro. You deserve two Toonies, okay? Two Toonie, two Furious for this one, okay?
Damn,
No,
I'm gonna Wendy's after this.
All right. No, but I think the big thing with this is this is the issue with any franchise. Like it starts getting ridiculous after a certain amount of seasons. Like you got to know when to cut it off.
That's why
That's
I like a classic like Lord of the Rings. It's like we're gonna tell the story. And, like we might have a little side story. The Hobbit 2, I guess, was a book. Like we're gonna, but we're not gonna go too crazy.
Well,
like,
unfortunately,
here's a
they
sword.
are making like way too much stuff out of the Lord of the Rings IP. So like they'll be doing like the Silmarillion.
But they're not
and
going
they
as
are-
crazy as like Star Wars. Like Star
Yeah,
Wars has
but-
gotten out of hand.
Star Wars has gotten out of hand. You're seeing like what's that show with the dragons and stuff? Like what am I thinking about?
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones
Yeah.
is starting to get ridiculous now. Like they're putting all the spin-offs and stuff like that. Like if you're a really great show, you get one spin-off. I think the best case scenario of this is like, you have Breaking Bad and then you have like Better Call Saul. And that's it.
Okay.
You don't sort of overexpand it because once you do that, you only reach one logical like extreme. Like okay, if you're driving cars, that's cool. And like if you extend that all the way to its logical extreme, it'd be like, all right, yes, you got to go to space and race out there. It's like so they do that. It's stupid to me, man. So yes, I agree with you. Yes, Dragon Ball Z went the same trajectory.
Okay, I like that. Next up, chopped liver. Why does it have such a bad rep?
Okay.
Because you know how.
Okay. No, hold
'Cause
on. You might be cooking. You might be.
No,
cooking.
because you know how people are just like, yo, like let's say, so this happened. Like I was out with some people, and then I guess someone didn't say hi to a friend, and the friend was like, "What am I, chopped liver to you?" That's like a saying, right?
that is a
like-
saying. Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, what's wrong with chopped liver? If me and you went to like a barbecue spot, I'm sure I wouldn't mind some chopped liver. Like when
Okay.
did chopped liver become like the lowest ranked thing where it's like being used in conversation like that? Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Gemini AI overview, which does auto populate once you go to Google. So that's the main reason I'm using it. But it can be kind of useful to summarize some thoughts like this. So what did I pull up here? So what am I? Chopped liver is an American idiom from the 1930s to 40s, likely originating in New York Jewish comedy. Borscht Belt? What?
Okay.
Is that a person? Yo, you get that borscht belt tonight.
Yo, Tim Chung. Better not
I saw
see you
Tim Chuck
again.
Hey, I saw him at the before the bounce event, man.
Oh, he was there.
He was there. I
see
told
the,
him, bro. He
you
got
see
that
the
borscht
lashes
belt,
from
man.
the belt.
Yo, what's the borscht belt, man? When you get whipped with a cabbage. Anyway,
that's
to
crazy.
express frustration at being ignored or undervalued, it symbolizes someone treated as an insignificant side dish rather than the main course. And the literal context is chopped liver, a traditional Ashkenazi Jewish dish often made from chicken or goose livers. Oh, God. Typically served as an appetizer
eat
or
chopped
side
liver.
dish, but not... What, really?
You wouldn't eat chopped liver?
I thought chopped liver would be like-
I've seen the
like
things that
beef.
have gone in your mouth, my brother.
Okay, I mean, yes, okay, yes. I'm not against eating liver. I just didn't think it was chicken liver and goose liver, which...
I don't mind.
Those
man.
must be... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
right.
Liverpool, bro. Yeah, we can have a little...
Liverpool is sick.
Call me Alonzo.
You'll never eat alone, man. This guy was like, who's 14 Alonso for Liverpool? I'm about to buy his jersey. Get
Yeah.
out of here, man.
So yeah, chopped liver, man. Why such a bad rep? I think we should clear chopped liver.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I agree, actually. Chopped liver doesn't sound unappetizing. Chopped liver just feels like an option to me. So
Okay, can I get
I like
maybe a quarter for that? Yeah.
I'll give you $2, which I believe you can buy chopped liver back in the day.
Oh,
So
thank
there
you,
go.
thank
Yeah.
you. And lastly here, no Chinese person can tell you where all their ancestors are from.
100%. Yeah, but this is like this is
This
a little
is just
bit
a
of like
fact.
no, this is just like no. I mean, this is true for most people in the sense that like most people's families have moved around. Like
Yeah.
I love when like my white friends would be like, oh, I took my 21 and me and you'll never believe it, but I'm like 15% Irish, like 12% Scottish, like
Yeah.
50% reason to remember the name. Like I'm like
Yeah.
10% German and like a little Spanish. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. You're white, but like no,
There's
I think
just every population that drinks Guinness.
yeah, basically, I'm like, okay, cool, like I see it, I mean, there's
They're
always like a
stout.
dash of like, they're like, oh, I'm always like 2% African American too. I'm like, okay, we'll see how, but
Yeah.
ultimately, like, I think with Chinese people, it's just like it just reflects on the history of the last 100 years. The century of humiliation led to like a lot of movement. Obviously, there's a lot of war. World War II. Obviously, Japan came in and did a number on the country.
Yeah, man.
Apologize for the war crimes, which the
Yeah.
government has never done.
Give us babe.
Well, I mean, bape is not enough. I need sorry. I don't need bape. Man, that's why you're a fake Chinese person, dog. How you gonna be okay with bape and not sorry? Anyway,
Please don't take my toonies back, sir. Yeah.
no, but like, yeah, like there is a lot of migration. And then I think on top of that, obviously, like the upheaval with like the communist takeover and like at least back in the day, people getting moved to like different parts of the country. Like my grandparents like were moved to like Inner Mongolia at one point. You know what I mean? So like it just everyone's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I get it. I totally get it. Why? I don't know. What's your most obscure relative that you learned about?
I don't know. Like there's just too much. Like there's just people that I can't trace. Like I always ask my dad and my mom about it, and there's just like they know certain ones, and then like it kind of just breaks off at some point. Someone be like, "Babe is tough." To be fair, see,
Honestly,
you gotta hear both sides, my brother. Yeah.
honestly, you could throw Pokemon at me. I could, if you throw
Okay,
Pokemon at a
lickety
babe,
lick.
licky is kind of tough, man.
Oh,
That
I
would've
got
made
some
up
new
for
ones
Nanking.
too. I got some new ones
Okay.
too.
I'll give you a tuning for that one though. That's just a good
Hey,
observation.
thank you, sir. I'm almost at $10.
Sick.
Next up, what's up with guava, bro? Yeah, like you ever?
Yo, all right.
Yo.
So off the bat, you're getting the $2. All right? Off the bat, you're getting $2.
Like-
all right, hit me. What's
like
the
I
confusion
drink-
with guava?
No, like I drink guava juice. Sometimes I'll
Okay.
get like some guava mango juice. But who's out there? When's the last time you copped a guava? Like what the hell's guava? Like guava is just. No, like you go to the supermarket,
man.
apple, oranges, mangoes, watermelon, like
Take it, bro, take it.
even dragon fruit.
Here's
Yo, but-
$6.25, bro.
Yo.
Go buy yourself some guava.
Guava? Where's guava at, man? Like, where's guava at?
Why are you saying? Why are you saying like where's Wallace string? Huh? Where's my
No, but-
guava, man?
But where's guava? I've never bought guava in my life. Where's guava? Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now you come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen guava at like a supermarket. At like you can't go to like food basics and buy guava. Like,
Yo.
but you can buy guava drink everywhere. Though you're right.
Guava juices are everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
I mean,
what's up with guava? Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna ask the chat. Has anyone ever had guava just like as a guava? I think I have, maybe.
Yeah. I don't
I might
even,
confuse
like,
guava the one with like the insides and that's like a bunch of seeds.
does it have spikes?
No, it's not.
No
Not
spikes?
really. So the inside of the guava, I mean, I've never even seen the inside of a guava. It kind of looks
guava.
like a
Guava's
pear.
like green, but then it's red on the inside.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like a lemon. It looks like a lemon
No,
from
'cause-
the outside.
No, because as Chinese people, like we eat like all sorts of like fruit. Like there's no fruit discrimination that comes on from our end. Like we love this stuff, but I don't think I've ever eaten a guava. Even though
Yeah.
yes, people just drink guava. Like you can just like go order a shawarma and like one of the options would be like guava like nectar. I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah,
I guess
it's like
that'll that will go well with my chicken shawarma.
guava with peanut butter. Yeah.
No, but like no, seriously, did you know what guava looks like this on the inside, man?
No, see, that's what I'm saying, guys. What's
Okay.
up with guava? What's up with
Okay,
guava?
streets are saying guava is real.
Okay.
We have Jing saying that yes, I have it fresh in Asia. Okay.
Yeah.
Which part of Asia? Oh, Egypt as well. Okay, you can get guava in Egypt. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Guava is grown in Fuzhou, where I was born. Okay, all right, on the coast. So
Yeah.
Alex, you should have eaten guava then, because you're in Hong Kong. Like,
I know, but it's been a while, man. I've been in Canada for 30 years, 40 years.
you not been to Fuzhou? Come on, man.
I don't know, man. Are those where my ancestors are from? We'll never know.
Your ancestors are definitely from Fuzhou. No. My favorite thing is my real conspiracy theory is nobody's actually from Hong Kong. Okay?
Yo, that's crazy.
Everybody from Hong Kong is from Guangzhou.
That's like a fourth
Or
eye
Fuzhou.
theory, man. Holy.
At the northernest, maybe like Qingdao or something.
Yo, that's insane.
Every single person from HK does not go 3 generations, because it was like a fishing island like 200 years ago. You know what I mean?
Hey, I've been reading this. I've been reading actually. This
Oh,
book
nice.
by Patrick
reading,
Radden Keefe about how do you pronounce it? Fujianese people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they it's about a real life case of them like coming on boats like being smuggled to like New York, and there was like a massive case in like the 90s and stuff. And it was run out of like New York Chinatown.
I mean, the history of like how people move around is like often very dark and very depressing, but I do find it really fascinating considering we live in this like obviously we live in like one of the most like diverse societies on earth in Toronto. But it's like the history of it is really, really dark, man. It's like obviously we had the transatlantic slave trade, which genuinely was like one of the most devastating events that we just like ever had really in history.
Yeah.
And then once like and the I guess like well, obviously like once the British were like, okay, we're gonna abolish slavery, and then of course eventually the U.S. abolished slavery, but then people were like, we still want low-cost labor, so then they just went elsewhere to find indentured servants, and at first it was like Irish people, which is always why there's more solidarity with Irish people, but then it's like they kept moving around. They were like, all right, we'll just grab people off the coast of China, we'll just grab people off the coast of India, and then we'll like move them all over the place to like the Caribbean, to South America, and that kind of filled in their quote-unquote like cheap labor like shortage. Just basically like they just never wanted to work. The settlers of America just never wanted to work ever, so they were either enslaving people or they were moving people essentially in these sort of like different specific places to come in and do these jobs that like they never would have wanted to do, and that's how we have a lot of the industries that exist today. Even like you look at like one of the things that always trips me up the most is like if you talked about like the average Asian immigrant family, you're probably like, oh, we have a child and we'll send them to the Ivy League. That's like the top 1% of like what we could do with our children. Like most Ivy League schools, if you look in their history, they got all their money from like funding the Opium War, which took place in China, and like they were like funneling like just barrels and barrels and barrels of opium into a country that like crippled the country in like this like massively destructive way, because they had a trade imbalance of silver, which they never really even paid for in the first place, because they took that from the Andes Mountains, whether that's in Chile, whether that's in Argentina, which is why it's called the Riviera de Plata, which is like half the reason why they destroyed Mexico. It's like it's so fucked up when you really think about like how all these things moved around. It's one thing when it's just goods, I guess it's like not as bad. But like when you expand it to like we're just moving human beings around for the sake of like not having to work, essentially, it's like it's really, man, it's just really unsavory to me, man.
Yo, it's always Silver's fault, man. It's just always Silver's fault.
No.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, this is a book.
What you leave for,
it's
man?
called The Snakehead. Very good read. Almost done. And then I'm gonna read Lena Dunham's memoir. Switch it
Honestly,
up.
this is what I this is another Toonie thought is like I don't want to read 2 nonfiction books back to back.
Ooh,
I
okay.
usually like to go with like nonfiction. So like I recently read this, which actually informed me a lot of this, but it's Spice, the 16th Century Contest That Shaped the Modern World by Roger Crowley. And this is like basically like the motivation behind like the first ever circumnavigation of the world, which was by Magellan's crew. Magellan actually died in the Philippines, spoiler alert. I believe he died on Cebu. which I think is one of the islands. I don't know, but no, like it's like the motivation was like, okay, they just needed because like the most prized thing at that time was like being able to access like mace and nutmeg, which is like what drove a lot of these like very ambitious Europeans to like literally go to the ends of the earth and ultimately like find a different route. And it's actually really cool just like learn the stories and stuff like that. But like basically from like the 13th century onward, like every single like global war or event was like motivated by these like economic factors that in hindsight just feel like extremely cruel. And borderline ridiculous. Like I'm gonna sail to where the map no longer exists just to maybe get like a shortcut to get like nutmeg so that the Portuguese can get richer than the Spanish. Like that's kind of ridiculous to me, you know. But anyway, you can go from that to like this, which I also enjoyed, which is This a Cry for Help by Emily Austin, who I believe is a author in Ontario. This is a really fun book, and I just had a really good time reading
Is this a self-help book?
No, this is a fiction, and this was about just a young woman at the crossroad of her life. She's dealing with a lot of stress, and ultimately she kind of figures it out at the end. But it's a really fun work. It's like a very witty read. She's a librarian. I don't know.
Hey, listen, man. It's always Silver's fault, man. Yeah.
Honestly, coming back to that whole like mess of what I was saying to say it was always Silver's fault is kind of a crazy bailout. I love it, man.
Give me
what else are you reading, man? Come on, dog.
That's it, man. Honestly, I've just been getting back into reading lately. I was getting scared of becoming dumb, so had to get back into the books. You know, that's my biggest fear is becoming dumb.
I mean, okay, you're clearly not dumb though. That's
no,
the
but
thing,
I know
like,
that. I know that. This is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
judgment. This is no judgment to like people's intellect, but it's just like I don't want to become like I feel like I need to refill like my intellectual like fuel.
curiosity.
Yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
like
Okay.
you know, like I don't consume as much like intellectual stuff as I used to. And I'm trying
I
to
hear
get
you.
back to that. Yeah.
I think it's just so hard because like this is something I'm trying to do too, but it's like trying to be a little bit more like conscious of like how you're spending your time because it's like really easy to like slip into like I'm gonna watch like 5 YouTube videos in a row, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you can like scroll like social media kind of endlessly versus like, I don't know, like I think this is part of the reason why I've been buying some of these like more offline gadgets, like buying this fake iPod so I can listen to more music. I'm just like, I want to like separate it. I don't want to have everything be tied into the phone as much as I love, you know, my Pixels, which I, you know, it's not even an ad. I genuinely love the phone, but like, I just like, it's been fun to like go back into writing a little bit. I mean, reading, I feel pretty proud. I think I've read like 10 books so far. So, you know, like on the year.
I think that's
it's
great.
pretty good.
No, reading has become like a real problem for like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like I struggle with it after the pandemic too. And like
Yeah.
yeah, I mean we always joke like I gotta go to Carousel to read like 7 books.
No, but
But I really do.
what do they got in Carousel, man? What's making people read over there?
Their Wi-Fi's so bad I can't get on my phone.
Yo, that's crazy. You could have just got a Cuba for that. It would have been cheaper. Yeah, so what's that? I feel dumber after COVID, not gonna lie. I mean,
Yeah, I think we all do. But the
COVID
key
broke a
les-
lot of good like habits and patterns, I gotta say. Like I
Yeah,
got so used to being at home like every day for like 2 months straight that I was like, all right, like I guess nothing really matters. Just
Yeah.
gonna only look at my phone, which is not a good place to be. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Anyways, yeah, we'll be back with you on Saturday, of course. You know, make sure you tap in
Game 1.
after game 1. Tap in, you know, for the post game pod, and yeah, we'll have an update for you on this live event. But you know, yeah, next Thursday.
TBD on the live event. Unfortunately, guys, we have to move around a lot of details. So when we have accurate details, we'll get back to you. Yeah, I really do sincerely apologize to the audience that the event is shifted around like this. It is unfortunate, and it's our bad. We take responsibility for that. Also, Krem looks like he's ready to tap in. Krem, what's going on, dog? What do you got right now? When you call your number, you gotta unmute yourself, man. All right, here we go.
I wasn't
Rem.
calling my own number. I was just chilling. But since
Why do you
were
have your
already up
headphones
here-
and the headset on, bro? I can see you. That means you're ready to come on.
It's like a guy showing up to the gym in basketball shorts and sneakers.
I was just
He's like, hey,
stretching,
I was
man.
just chilling, man. I was just chilling, man.
No, I left my AirPods at my friend's place, so I'm wearing these headphones for the time being. My Xbox One gaming headset, so it's doing the job. But yeah, no, I wasn't trying to tap in. You guys let me tap in, so I'll say hi and I'll give my Raptors predictions.
Yeah, what's your
sure,
prediction? Yo, Kareem, get up here, man. What's your prediction, man?
If I had to guess, I would say Cavs in 6. But I kind of do agree with Alex in terms of privately Cavs in 5. But I hope it doesn't go that way.
I just cut him off the stage. All right, I'm just kidding. Sorry, you come back on the stage.
Yo, any Toonie thoughts? Yeah.
Yo, give me your most random Toonie thought.
Damn, y'all putting me on the spot. I don't have a Toonie thought, but this
That's how
guy
this
gave
works,
in a
man.
Toonie, and he's saying if we get it.
Oh, right.
So this is
No
Toonie
more,
thought.
no more naked Donald Duck theories or whatever that you were bringing. Come on.
At the moment, I don't have any. Actually, let me get back to you guys on that one. You know.
No,
doubt.
it's got to be on the spot, man.
It has to be on
What's
the
a random
spot.
thought you've been having, man?
Yeah.
Ice cream is pretty overrated, I would say. You know, like there's a lot of other options, like smoothies.
I've been swinging more towards popsicles. Yeah.
Yeah, popsicles aren't bad
Yeah?
either.
Yeah.
This guy
Oh.
enjoys a little paleta.
Yeah, I think popsicles
Actually,
are...
paletas are incredible. Yeah, so
What's a
I
paleta?
also enjoy paleta. It's like a Mexican popsicle. Sorry, it sounds so weird to describe it that way, but that's exactly what it is.
So,
Yeah.
nothing. Bring nothing to the table, huh? Correct.
Guys, you guys put me on the spot. I wasn't trying to tune in, but thank you for the invite up here. So I appreciate it.
Oh, hey, when you put on this headset, every single time I'm like, okay, it's Jay's corner now. Like,
Oh, yeah,
Yo.
what are the Jays up to?
Jay's lost by the
blew
way,
another
2-1.
game today.
Jay's lost
It was a
2-1.
bunch
really
of
trying
Can't
to
blow a
set
1-0 game, man.
no, it's just no run support. Corbin
Jays
was
have not
playing
won a
alright.
series since they swept the A's, man.
Brutal. It's always like a slow start with this team. It feels like I'm sure they're gonna pick it up, but we gotta be pointing some fingers right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
JR says, Alex, do you check if your tongue changed colors? Oh, they're saying Karem's bringing very little, like the Jays offense.
Hey, I wasn't
Damn,
ready.
they're
They-
calling
they-
him Brendan Little, man.
Yo, Karem, you got to be ready, man. That's one of the
Yes.
things. You know, you got to be ready when your number's called. You know.
No. You honestly, the key is you got to have a spare 2D thought on deck.
You always got to just have one thing
You
on
gotta-
deck, and that's it, man.
You got to have an immediate thought. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like if you hit me right now, I got another one for you. Hey guys, backwards baseball caps, stylish or foolish? Yeah,
stylish with long
Honestly?
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's a very intentional move. You know, like no one accidentally puts their cap backwards.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm getting flamed right now. Got the crazy take performance.
Well, the problem is you're not even grading dick because you're not even getting shots up.
Yeah.
we gave you the ball, you wouldn't even shoot. Yo,
I
you're
don't even know who
Tony
that was on
Snell.
the team,
You're
man.
Tony
Yo,
Snell, man. You're zero.
that's
You've
insane.
made 0 points so far.
That Brandon Little performance. I'm just a negative ERA right now.
Yo,
No, come on, bro. I know you got one 2D
joking,
thought for us,
joking.
man.
Yo, imagine if this ruined
Ice cream not
Karem's
that
whole
good
day.
is decent, I guess. Ice cream not bad is decent.
Yeah, I mean-
Ice cream is kind of low.
No. I think ice cream. I will say too many flavors now, man. Like I honestly, I just need vanilla. I just need strawberry. Just give me the Neapolitan.
you're so lame.
No,
bro.
but
What?
like I don't need like Taiwanese coffee mixed with taro, mixed
Yo.
with durian. Like I don't care. Like it doesn't
okay,
need to be
I would
that
say that
deep.
for bubble tea actually. Bubble tea, like you're doing too much. Like
Oh, bubble
like,
tea's out, man. Like when's the last time
bubble tea been out for a while now.
When's the last time you walked down the street and you're like, yo, I want some bubble tea?
I haven't drank bubble tea in like a year. Actually,
I had the alley the other day. They have the
Oh,
winter
okay.
melon one. That's winter melon's like very rare to get. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like the Chinese guava. Like, it's not
But
hard to
I'll
get
just
that,
get a
you know?
coffee now if I'm like.
No, I don't want the caffeine. I just want like a sweet little treat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
guys. By the way,
Um,
can you tell? Does my face look a little bit poofy? I just got my wisdom teeth pulled out. So
Yo, why didn't you lead with that, man?
I should
That's
have
like a
led with
top.
that.
That's like a top
That was my
like
teeny thought.
17 like life event.
Yeah.
Yo,
no,
Are
it's
you
cool.
on medication right now?
Yeah, so I'm just taking Advil Extra Strength. I had the bottom two
Oh, okay.
removed 3 years ago. It's just the
Yeah.
top two, but it's still painful. I don't know. The day 3, I woke up in the morning, had to like take another Advil. I'm low-key just abusing Advil right now, but it's doing the trick.
No, that's
Yo,
the best. No, that's the best part about those like.
This
those
guy's Kendrick
surgeries.
Perkins, man. Come on,
you
man.
guys-
Why have an
have you guys
Advil
got
when
your
you can
teeth?
pop a perk?
Yo, why
Honestly,
did you lead with that, man? Like,
people hated that line too much.
wisdom
should've.
teeth is a big deal, man.
Because
you guys
this
done
guy's
yours,
seeing 3 people right now, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
85% of people need to get their wisdom teeth pulled out. Are you guys in that 15%, or did you also?
No,
remove
mine
it?
got pulled. Mine got pulled in high
Yeah,
school.
I got pulled too. But also at the same time, I feel like dentists like they're trying to get you to do too much with your teeth.
Yeah. Why they
They're always
call
like-
why they call wisdom teeth? By the way, what's so smart about them? Oh,
Oh, dude! Yo, Crab, you gotta get to this level, bro. This level you gotta get to.
no, but why do they call wisdom teeth? Like, are they smart?
I think
I don't
it's
get it.
They're the furthest back in your mouth, probably why.
So that's not wisdom.
So it's like you're like the oldest in the family tree. So you're like.
Oh, so
you
you're
got
like
some
it's
wisdom.
a seniority.
Wisdom teeth are called this because they erupt between the ages of 17 and 25, a time when people are considered to have gained, quote, wisdom and reached maturity.
See, we just be
unlike other
naming
permanent
shit like
teeth.
anything, man. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, nothing
It
really
should-
means
it
anything.
should be
We
called
have to apply meaning to
seniority.
anything we do.
It should be called seniority teeth. Yeah,
Seniority teeth? That's not good,
Senior
man.
teeth. Yeah.
You also have no seniority when you're 17 to 25.
Yeah, that's fair.
How come, by the way, why do we even have like these traits? Like wisdom teeth have no good purpose. Like they're just purely in your life to fuck you
No,
up.
God malfunctioned on certain features. Yeah.
No, like why, bro?
Don't
I
we
swear
have an
doctors
extra? Don't we
invented
have an
wisdom
extra
teeth.
liver or something, or an extra kidney or something? Isn't there's
I
like a
mean-
kidney that we don't need or something? Yeah.
No, you need both
I
kidneys.
don't know.
I mean,
man. I've
you
only-
can
I've
survive
only
with
watched-
one, but
I've only watched 20 hours of the pit, man. Don't leave me alone.
My dentist told me I can't have any crackers or anything like that, but I really wanted goldfish yesterday. So what I did was I just had some goldfish, but I would just suck on them until they got mushy, so then I could eat it without. Like,
See, this is the type of content we're looking for. Yo, come on, man.
sorry. Don't leave. I just took you off the stage.
Yo,
no, guys, I think my
you
time
ever
is up.
think you could pod? Do you think you could pod for 24 hours, Karam? Like if challenged?
24 hours.
Like you
I
have
would
to
need-
keep a conversation going for 24 hours.
That's brutal.
Like no dead air.
No.
Like keep it flowing type.
I don't think it's possible.
Okay.
Could you?
We should do it for charity sometime. Yeah, I think I
was-
could do it.
You know what? Give me a day or two to prep. I'll come up with some crazy conversation starters. I got you guys.
No, you know what?
Streets are like, did this guy replace Jerome?
No, Jerome is still here. guys.
Jerome just here at face palming for 10 minutes.
Hey, Karam,
Go back for Cleveland.
get those conversation starters ready. We're gonna bring you out of the bullpen during
yeah.
the playoffs.
Yeah, the reacts are going to be lively. I'm excited. To see
yeah,
the
yeah.
fans show up. It's going to be huge for Hello and Welcome. I'm going to have some spicy takes for you, Alex. I got you. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
No, I
going
like
to
it.
Jurassic Park or like what do you?
No, my friends were asking me about that actually. Is it tickets? How much do you have to pay for
Yeah,
Jurassic
it is
Park?
like it is like a
I
ticketed
think it's
sign-up thing.
free, but it's ticketed. Like they want to make sure that they have a confirmed attendance, which I understand in this day and age.
Normally, you have to sign up on the Raptors app.
Sick.
Yeah,
Sick.
and yeah, make
got-
sure
yo.
you put Raps on alert. You know, maybe you got to run to Graffiti Alley for some free tickets, man. You never know.
Hey,
Never know.
All right.
All right, that's enough content for me to listen to.
Bye,
tomorrow.
everybody. Goodness, man. Honestly, the last 30 minutes, you gotta skip it. As soon as I started talking about the opium wars, you could just turn off the pod.
When you hear "babe," stop.
Yo, honestly, Bape was the right place to stop the pod. But the second best time is right now. Bye.